And all the
Yo, Mug.
Okay, that's done.
and all the
Can you play another Oasis song for me, Cam?
What's it?
Can you
There
play
is
Don't
no
Look
other
Back?
Oasis song.
There's Don't Look Back. Don't Look Back in Anger. That song is freaking sick.
Don't look back in anger.
Anger.
Just
Just
say.
say.
And then it goes like, today is gonna be the day.
Then they remix it to the next part.
Yeah.
And then Linkin Park comes on for some reason.
Let's replace our entire
Oh,
TV
is that
sound
Chester?
with
Is he alive?
Awesome. Good idea.
Is it the Ben Meister?
It's the ghost of Chester. He's back. Nice headphones, Parker. They're
Thank you.
beautiful, as always.
So are you, Parker?
Do you feel the need to talk every time someone says
Aw.
something, Mark? Or...
He wants to feel included.
It's really like compliments.
Hey, thanks for complimenting Parker. Compliment me next, or I'll just take Parker's compliment for myself.
Damn.
That's
Damn
the
straight.
idea.
That's like a hop it, you know? Like, in my opinion. Give my take.
Bop it. Twist it.
Pull it.
Fuck it.
Shout it.
Kill it.
Shout it.
Kill it.
Shout it. Shout it.
Okay. We're live.
Sweet.
On session
Bum.
21
Good times never look so good.
of Tragedy of War.
So good. So good.
It's so sad.
It is such a tragedy.
I cry every time.
Every session.
Every session I shed
An
tears.
absolute tragedy.
When I say I'm going to the bathroom, I'm really just sobbing.
Just going to bawl my eyes out.
Just give me like 30 seconds. I need to cry real quick. give me a sec.
Kick it off with a recap. Last
Oh, yeah.
time on Tragedy of War. The session began with the faithful few returning to the Tattered Pelt at the end of a long day. On the way to the Tattered Pelt, the party got a bit lost through some unfamiliar districts in the lower branches. But eventually they found themselves passing through a graveyard. In this graveyard, the party stumbled upon Ertrad and Denzum, who were standing over a grave. Katsu, curious as ever, decided to respectfully approach the two of them from behind. They were not very respectful to him in return, speculating that he was there for necromantic purposes. The party realized that Ertrad also had a vision when the City of Destiny fell, one which involved his wife, Burma, crawling out of her grave as a reanimated corpse. Khanek identified this as a dangerous premonition with a high chance of coming true. After some investigation, the party discovered open graves with missing bodies, undisturbed graves that were still somehow containing undead, as well as a number of kobold footprints scattered throughout the graveyard. Ertrad and Denzum said their farewells to Burma, then agreed to accompany the party back to the Tattered Pelt to turn in for the night. Rolland, rather than follow, took it upon himself to cleanse this graveyard of the undead beneath the ground. Then he promptly summoned his griffin, Barak, and took to the skies. Rolland flew to the upper branches to pay a visit to the Messenger's Roost in the middle of the night. It looked as though most everyone had closed their stations, and only one pink and white feathered Aarakocra was there late, looking out to the blue horizon of the night sky. Rolland informed the Aarakocra that the undead threat within the banished graveyard had been vanquished. The Aarakocra thanked Rolland for doing this, somewhat disingenuously, as he was seemingly not aware of the threat in the first place. Rolland quickly flew back to the Tattered Pelt to rejoin the rest of the party. And when the party arrived, they took some time to catch up with Mug and Brava. Mug was relieved to see the players, as the last time they saw him was before they took a nap outside the halls of Qeynos. Mug accosted Alex for leaving his post, and then he discussed the blue flash of light that seems to have been seen around the world. Mug mentioned his own vision after this flash was very dark. The party hit on a number of conversation topics, but it was ultimately cut short when Omha, Mr. Bear, came through the door of the Tattered Pelt with his black paw crime ring. Omha demanded that Mug pay a protection fee, seemingly trying to extort people, using the panic and the fear that the fall of Destiny created. The party wasn't really having any of it. Khanek incapacitated a number of the goons,
Fools.
while Mug attempted to resolve the situation diplomatically with Mr. Bear. Did not seem as though negotiations were going very well, so Mr. Bear instigated a bar fight. The session ended with the parties having seemingly dispatched of the Blackpaw threat. Mr. Bear is now dead, as are his goons, and all of their bodies lay before you, ripe for the looting.
I loot the bodies.
Everyone make investigation checks if you would like to loot. If you would just like to gawk at the absolute savagery.
No problem, Harry.
then
Good thing I have
you
expertise.
may do that too.
Holy shit.
Wow, that was a blur.
Whoa, Katsu picks up everything before everyone else.
Jesus.
So, as you remember, Khanek, you pulled the amulet off.
Amulet.
Rajad, the fire-breathing amulet. Seemed helpful, so you grabbed it, and now you have it.
Yes.
Awesome.
Other than that, you would find some studded leather in your investigations, and some daggers. But the daggers don't look like they have the poison applied anymore. Looks as though it's worn off since the end of combat, so they're essentially just regular daggers.
No,
To the best of your under.
Beans. What the fuck? What the fuck?
How many daggers is daggers?
2.
Hog.
Rolland, you are, let's say you're looking through the large beef mass that is Omha's corpse, and
course.
so there's the club, first of all, his very large bat. Now, it looks like it's meant for something of his size. So, this weapon would only be able to be wielded by a large creature, you imagine. Like, carrying this thing in your mind would probably not be too easy. So, you kind of just start looking him over.
But it looks like a high quality item at least.
It looks like a big bat.
That's fair.
You're not sure if it's magical.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can I see? Does he have like any marker of the black cats? Like, does he have like a sigil or like, I don't know, maybe like a calling card or something like that? Or maybe I don't know what they use. Like maybe they tattoo themselves or something.
Yeah, they use it's on his hand.
Yeah.
You know, they got the two paws, and usually the pad is like, you know, like a brown. You note that one is like a brown, and it's like the natural color, and then the other one looks as though it's been tattooed over to be just pure black, flush with the rest of his fur. And that's kind of what most of them do to indicate it. And in your limited your limited time in Gale, that's all you would know, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, let's
Here's
switch
what I'll do.
scenes.
I'll cut off his hand and I'll take it.
Okay. Can you make me a survival check for thunking off this? You're like
I'll
chopping
cut it at
through
their wrists. Like, there's no chance I'm gonna mess up the tattoo, but it doesn't
No.
need to be clean. So.
Yeah. We'll see how clean it is. Yeah, so you thunk, well, you place your sword through, and just very quickly, with a finessed amount of pressure, you slide it through, and 3 back and forths, you're able to basically get it perfect. And as you do so, just like blood pours out of the wound. And yeah, you now have Omha's right paw.
Okay, I'll add it to my inventory. I pick up the bat. It's not easy. Actually, I try to pick up the bat, but it seems like it's really a struggle for Rolland. Like, you know, he seems like a paladin. He holds like these 2 swords, but he's struggling with this thing. And he calls over to Brelikk, who I'm pretty sure is the tallest in the group.
Yeah.
No.
No.
How dare you?
It's Will.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you know,
Yeah, for
Will's.
sure.
I
Maybe
carry barrels of ale cannon.
Any of you big lads need a bat or something? I can't use this
A
shit.
bat?
Yes, it was the cats. The big one.
The cat bat. I'll take a bat.
I look. Yeah, I was gonna say, I look over to Alex. I'm like, it's all yours.
Is it just a big like log?
It's a big
I know.
Konobo bat. It's like it's got like little studs in it.
Yeah. Maybe if
I'll-
you learn how to
I'll
use it,
take
you
it.
can use his whirlwind attack.
Yeah.
I'll take
can
the bat.
So you're able to lift it, and it looks, as Alex picks this thing up, it's just like so almost like uncharacteristic, as he just like heaves this massive bat in front of his face, and then he's like holding it. You see like the birth of artificial intelligence as he's learning how to like swing this bat.
I don't even know if he knows what he's to
Yeah.
do with it.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a weapon.
Hey, how did I spell this guy's name again?
Omha. Omha.
It's like the city.
What is this?
No.
What is his bat's stats? What is it?
I
Is it just like a
will add
longsword or
that
something,
to
or-
your inventory before
Alright.
the start of next session.
Alright, I will leave it blank then.
But yeah, you can just make a shell for it so then we remember. Let's see here. Rolland, along with the hand, you would see, well, say you chop the hand off and then it thunks to the ground, and then, like, out of the hand rolls his jar of honey, that he was eating, throughout the last combat. It looks like it's still full, despite him just absolutely ravaging, like, the inside of this honey jar.
Interesting.
It looks as
Harry
though
blesses me with another alchemy
still
jug.
full.
Omaha's honey pot.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This one I actually have an item for, so I'll just
Oh, sweet,
assign it to
okay.
you.
So I go to items for that.
Yes. Configure ownership. Cannon is the owner.
Unused. Oh,
Oh, and that should be in.
the bottomless jar of healing honey boys. We're 100%.
Okay, who is after that? Rolland and then Katsu and Kev. Kev. You are able to, you thumb through some of the Goonies, and you find that one of them in particular has quite a number of vials of this, catnip poison that they were using on you, and a ring which catches your eye. It's got this green stone in the middle, and it's like ding, and just sticks out to you in some way. Same color as the poison vials.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
And it's got like a gem in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, is this... I'll talk into my ring. Do you think this is the one? And I'll look at it.
Doesn't talk back to you.
Fuck.
But you know, you get a feeling it could be, maybe.
I'm really excited.
Holy shit.
Add that to you,
Dude, this is actually fucking good.
and do you want to take the poison as well, or would you want to leave it? There's about 2 vials on this guy. Full vials.
I'll pick it up, but does anybody want poison? Got some vials here. I'm never
No
gonna
thanks.
use it.
I'm not thirsty.
I could use it.
You want it? Okay, I'll give it to Rolland.
Appreciate
Okay.
it.
Like, what is your character like when he's saying this? Is he just like, you guys want to be poisoned? Like, what?
I'm holding it up. Hey, I got these vials here. There you go.
Sounds pretty accurate to me.
All right. Added the poison to Rolland, and then
Catnip poison.
to
Okay.
to Kev, you have received the ring. It is in your item tab. And Katsu.
Ayo.
On the guy that was going like with like the fire breath and whatever. He's kind of just like crumpled into a little ball, a little fetal position, dead, and you kind of unfold him and start like looking over his stuff, and you find he has many rings on his fingers. One of them is quite shiny, and
I gobble them all up.
yeah. Where is this? Oh, it's not in the item tab because it's on a sheet. Okay, let me pull him up then. The Tattered Pelt. Rajad. Items. There we go. Configure. Parker. Owner. Save. Okay. And you would also find some poison vials on Rajad's body. Probably about 3.
Okay. I grab those and I kind of wave them at Rolland as well.
Dump, 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 dump.
Sure, why not?
So you have 5 total vials.
Okay. And were the rings added as an item or in my inventory?
They're in your items tab, yeah.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
can drag them in. And
Okay.
Cannon, for your... I believe the poison, each vial has 2 charges. Or... So, like... Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you'd have
I'll just write that I have
10 total charges.
10.
Yeah. And it is a full action to apply it unless you take the poisoner feat, which allows you to do it as a bonus action.
Of course.
think that's everyone.
Did you give me loot?
Unless
Sorry?
unless I
Who do you
missed
think you
Matt.
are, Matt?
Matt! I missed Matt.
Fucking Matt.
Matt! Matthew Belmont.
How do I attune to something? If it
Belmont,
requires me to
sure.
attune.
Belmont.
Attune?
Sure it does.
There should be like a checkbox in like the details section of the item. And you can just like check it to say attuned, I believe.
There's not an attune box. There's proficient, equipped, and identified. Weird.
Perhaps.
I'll look into it. I'll play with it.
Okay.
I do believe
Yeah, not
you
sure.
have
I figured it out.
Okay.
I figured it out. In the edit, it's not a box. You change attunement from attunement required, not required, to just attuned.
Ah. Okay.
So, problem solved.
Yes.
Oh. Good to go.
Now we know.
Now
But that's kind of
you
weird. It's kind of
know.
redundant. Alrighty.
So, Brelikk, you would find lots of various weapons and armors.
Oh, great. More weapons to add to my collection.
Ungrateful!
Let's see here. You would find 3 light crossbows that are not destroyed by the end of this fight from these Black Paw. Seems as though the bolts themselves were tipped with the poison rather than, you know, the crossbow itself. So you would actually find like 10 poison tipped bolts as well, and it seems like it stays on the bolts better than it does the knives, like it's maybe made with the bolt, you know, like it's incorporated better into the so you would find 10 poison bolts and 3 crossbows. Yes.
Sorry, just so I have it. Trying to add them now.
If you actually plan on using the poison bolts, I might have to make an item for that too, but unless
Gotcha.
there's an item in Compendium, there might be. Anyway,
Are these crossbows? Are they light crossbows?
they are
Heavy
light
crossbows.
They are light crossbows.
Ah, cool.
And gold-wise, Katsu, you would find 30 gold. Kev, you would find 25 gold. Brelikk, you would find 20 gold. Rolland, you'd find 15 gold. And Khanek, you'd find 10 gold. And Alex, whether or not you want the gold, you found 5 gold.
Sweet.
Kind of just, you know, cleaning up, making sure the floor is tidy and such.
Not that I want it or anything.
So, while you guys are looting,
Loot.
you just would hear the half-orc Theramak just let out like a "Law!" as he just goes absolutely apeshit with a hunting knife and runs over to the corpse of Omha and drives the knife into his chest and just drags it all the way down his midsection, right through his
Friend,
armor.
I think he's dead.
He doesn't seem
He's
to...
skinning him. He's skinning him to put him on the walls. Remember?
Right. Just absolute gut-wrenching sound as he carves down his chest into his belly, and he then just slips the knife between the top and the bottom layer of the skin, and he just starts... and Ertrad looks at his boy and just kind of slowly pulls out his own knife and then and runs
Jensen
over.
follows suit. Oh!
And they
Guys got
both
some issues.
kind of follow Theramak's lead, and they begin just like quickly, thumbing along on the opposite side, and then just you see Omha's body kind of like jerking back and forth as they kind of pull more and more of his pelt, turning it inside out as they rip it off his body. And he just lays there motionless, tongue hanging out, a little bit of honey on his muzzle, just absolutely as dead as can possibly be. And just this massive pool of blood begins, pooling in the center of the room. Just, it is just where it was coming out of his wrist, now it's coming out of his, it's just flinging off, like spattering onto the floorboards. It's pretty horrific, by most people's standards in here. Alex, you would have never seen anything like this kind of brutality.
Is he upset they're making a mess?
I don't know.
Brutal.
But you're kind of looting as they do this, and like it's pulling your attention every so often. And toward the end of looting, they just fully have taken it, arms, legs, all the way up to his neck, basically. Pulling the pelt completely off of Omha, and he's just this skinless, you see muscles, sinew, the skinless heap of sinew, and they raise his pelt up all together triumphantly, and they just run over to the wall where the boat is, and they quickly just like push a bunch of like the mounted heads off the wall, and they just slap the bloody pelt right up onto the wall, and it just sticks there. And one of them takes like the butt of their axe, and they like hammer some stakes into the wall, like and they get it up there, and it looks disgusting. It's not level at all, and it's just like dripping into the boat.
I look over to the boat. That was. I'm just kind of speechless.
And then
Sleep there.
they just push past you, and they begin walking over toward the heap that is left of Omha, and they'll pick up his body, all three of them together, like one guy on the legs, one guy on the arms, one guy up under the bottom, and they just taking him over outside of the front door of the tavern, and they just heave him into the street, just a pile of garbage, into the slummy, disgusting, like the door flies open, and you hear like a crack of thunder from the storm outside, and then just this loud, of sound of Omha just landing in like the gutter of the street, down in the mud, in the, and they come walking back in, like wiping the blood off their arms with like the residual rainwater that fell on them while they were outside, and it's not cleaning them like at all, really, but they seem like it's getting the job done for them. And so their arms are kind of stained with like this pink tint, and they all just kind of arm in arm walk back to a table together, and they sit down at the table, just seemingly very proud of themselves, and they grab some pre-filled mugs and they just clunk them together and just start drinking. And they seem pretty enthused with themselves after that whole ordeal.
Well, the show's already over.
Kev is repalled. I think like halfway through that, I would have just like gone upstairs. Like as soon as I started hitting the guy, I wouldn't.
Yeah, Kev, you would have taken your leave early in the middle of all that. Left up to your imagination what became of that bear. And
I like it.
yeah,
I like what was going on there.
They kind of sit and they're having their drinks. Seems like the mob mentality has definitely died down. And for the rest of you that are still downstairs, and you've gathered yourselves and you've gotten past whatever it is that just happened, you see that the pelt's still dripping off the wall. You note that Mug and Brava and that halfling who shows up occasionally, they all fled the scene, it seems like, to avoid any kind of harm or confrontation falling to them.
So where the hell did Murdoch go?
Yeah.
I asked around. He gave me a auspicious stare before vanishing. I was sure that he would reappear and stab one of us in the back. Seems he's gone.
And as you look around, Khanek, to the best of your ability, there is no sight of this halfling. As mysteriously as he came, he disappeared.
What about Brava and Mug? Didn't they leave?
Oh.
Yeah, they hopped out the window, and you haven't seen him since.
Cool.
So the bar is just completely unmanned.
Except for Alex.
Except for Alex, of course.
I look behind the bar and see if anyone's looking, see if specifically Alex is keeping an eye on it.
Alex, do you think you would be
Now that no one's attending it.
you would be monitoring the bar, or
Does it look like there's any patrons left?
the patrons that there's some that are drinking, the half orcs, but otherwise you don't see any besides the players.
I think Alex would kind of like any chairs that were knocked over during the battle or anything like that, anything that is messed up, I think he would straighten out, but he'd be keeping his eyes on the group to see if they're leaving.
Okay.
So unless they start leaving, he'll begin cleaning everything up.
Okay.
Okay. I hop behind the bar then. Take a bottle of something.
What are you looking for?
Anything with a nice funky bottle.
Okay. You find some really weird drink that's like very high in alcohol, but almost looks like a hoppy beer or something.
Okay.
Like a nice fruity beer, but it's like incredibly like strong when you smell it. Yeah.
After
I take it and head towards the boat.
Yeah.
after everything, Brelikk will first kneel down and pray
Of course.
to Baeon.
Of course. Would you like to
Baeon,
stick your
give me strength.
Would you like to stick your forehead in the blood puddle, or will you be keeping your forehead up this evening?
I will keep my forehead up, but I will kneel and place a palm onto the blood puddle as I pray to Baeon.
Yeah.
to keep my way, and
Oh, you need a pick.
please let me fight in more battles to come.
More combat.
Let me continue this fight. And then afterwards, I would walk behind the bar, and I would look for a drink that would be, I don't know, something
And
I guess I would have drank back in Heritage.
Yeah, so what would it be called?
Yeah, I did.
With the drink with pleasure.
With pleasure. Oh God.
I had chicken sauce.
What, guys, is this catchphrase?
Who would have thunk?
Yeah, so you'd find a bottle. It's almost shaped like a jug, like it's got the double handles on each side, and it's clear. It has no like the jug is clear. It has no label at all, and it's just this. It looks like gray water.
Cool. I grab that, look it over, I'm like, classic. And then I pay and tip the bar.
Nice.
Give him 2 gold.
Oh, very nice. So you leave that for when Mug returns.
And then I march upstairs.
Okay. Kevin, Brelikk go upstairs, and Khanek, what would you like to do?
Go upstairs as well.
Okay.
Finished looting everything. So.
Yep.
We're outie.
The 3 of you go upstairs to turn in for the night, and Alex, all the while, you are attempting to clean the Tattered Pelt the best you can, picking up the chairs that were knocked over, especially the one that Rolland kicked over right before he went to town on Rajad, and you kind of tipping up all the mugs so that they're not spilling anymore. You wipe up what remains, and then you start working a bit on the puddle that's in the middle of the floor that's just seeped into the wood. It doesn't really seem like that's a stain that's going to come out, but you work on it, and you get as much as you can, but when when you step back, you definitely feel like it's going to be there, until this place eventually collapses. It's now part of the character of this tavern. And eventually those half-orcs also, arm in arm, they walk upstairs, and they turn in for the night as well. Still wounded, and many of them seemingly very tired, and caked in blood that's now dried. It's browning a bit. It's just absolutely disgusting. But they're going up to wash up and go to bed for the night.
With their lives somehow.
With their lives somehow, yeah. Yes. And Katsu gets in the boat. Katsu, as you're, laying there, sipping on your very high alcohol drink, the blood stops dripping eventually. About 30 minutes of you laying in the boat. Seems like the pelt has dried a bit to the point where it would not be, and it's not cured at all. Just from your perspective, you can tell that thing's probably going to start to smell after a couple days, but you won't have to worry about that tonight.
Alrighty. I shan't.
Everyone is getting ready to go to bed. Is there anything anyone would like to do specifically before they do, or cue nighttime?
I'm good for Q nighttime.
Okay.
I'd like to take that 5 gold that I found, and I'd like to put it in the cash register.
You do so. You also find
you.
some stray gold pieces on the bar, along with the 2 gold that Brelikk left behind.
I will also
if-
put that in the register.
Yeah, so in total there's about 10 gold scattered across the counter.
I will leave that.
The day's haul.
Yes. Seems a bit light for the destruction that was caused in this bar, but
Yeah.
you know what? It'll get him through.
The night kind of falls, and the rain persists throughout the night. Where's this ambiance? Is it this one? It is this one. So the night is quiet except for the rain as it pitter-patters off the rotting wood of the Tattered Pelt, and hear it trickling against the windows and the occasional howl of the wind, but generally very relaxed, and it's been a very long day, so it's very easy for all of you to fall asleep.
All right.
Especially with some
Caked in blood.
happy juice in your system. And as if the sun rose and it turned to daytime, the sun rose and it turned to daytime.
That is what happens.
That is what the sun does sometimes.
As if.
Sun
So would it be you?
dictates daytime.
I can't stop the rain.
It's bright, but it's raining.
I can, I think. Maybe. Give me a second.
It
The
was,
DMs have lost control.
yeah.
Some
game
sun
is-
showers.
The
you know?
world
is taking
says
over.
it's raining
there we go.
today.
There you
Yeah,
go.
some
damn.
sun showers, you know.
The world.
Sawarudo. Oh, I gotta make sure my terror deck is
And
nearby.
you wake up to the sound of a bird. Ah!
That's an awful sound to wake up to.
You're not
Is it a
sure
real
if it
bird
was
or
a
a
real
person?
bird or an Aerocock, but
Hey, that
you
shit's
hear
racist.
this.
difference.
Ah!
PTSD from the previous
Wow.
day. That poor bird.
Messiah?
Are you saying Ock's name or just screaming?
Ah! That's how Ock was named.
Exactly.
He looked up at his mom, and his mom was a real bird, and so it just did not understand the sentient being that it had produced, and then it just got ah!
Is this like
And that's the origin story
almost
of Ock.
half orcs?
We haven't gone over the Aerocock lore yet. Who
No.
knows?
Do we want to? Yucky, yucky, yucky.
Harry, do Aerococker have cloaca?
We gotta know.
You'll find out.
What? Guys, we this is
Rolland
confirmation.
most
It's-
certainly will not.
This is plot relevant. now.
I hate this. That was the best response.
Okay, so yeah, you all do your morning routines. If there is anything you'd like to do, you can say so for the morning. But you guys all eventually, one by one, start filtering downstairs, and we'll say Alex, since you're already down there. By the time your sleep mode, sentinel mode, wears off, you would know you're able to detect things, while you're sleeping anyway. But this, and after you actually fully turn on, you realize that a mug did not return. It doesn't seem like. nor did Brava, at least not by your detection. And you didn't notice it the night before, but you look to the countertop where you were gathering all the gold, and kind of hung on a little railing within the bar counter, you see Mug's favorite dish rag. You know that this is a dish rag he does not go anywhere without, but it would seem as though he left it behind last night. By accident.
Bye.
All right, I'm on the hunt.
Um,
I go out the door.
You go out the door. Okay. And you're out front of the tavern. Everyone else, you begin filtering downstairs, and there are no staff in this establishment. This robot just cannot seem to keep his post, and the tavern owner noticeably is also gone. No sign of the half-orcs. It would seem as though they are sleeping in for tonight after they tuckered themselves out.
Most
So you're all down there. Alex, you're outside. And Alex, you step outside, and the first thing you notice, which wasn't your intent originally, but you can't help but your memory synapses tell you that an object should be right where you're standing, but there isn't. You note that the body that was there the night before, that got heaved into the street, into the slummy, scummy, rainy streets, is not there.
Scummy slums.
Is not there anymore. The body is gone. The heap of gross, grotesque, what was Omha is gone.
Right.
And as if he was never there at all. There's actually no sign, like no blood or anything. It must have been washed away in the storm the night before.
Am I there?
You could be. Everyone's inside still currently. For everyone inside, it would seem as though you have been
Rolland's
abandoned
really
by
good.
your very lovely host. Your very knowledgeable and intelligent host again.
So if the owner isn't here,
Katsu wakes up from
And
the...
We have a tavern, guys. Fuck
Sudden
this quest.
realization.
We're running this tavern now.
and if the staff isn't here, I mean, we can help ourselves. I walk back over to the counter with my now nearly empty bottle.
Yeah, Katsu, you're feeling good. You had a very deep...
Yeah?
You had a very deep sleep, and you're still probably a little bit tipsy from the night before. So you kind of like have to correct your balance a few times as you're stepping up to this bar.
It all just rolls over.
Pay it forward.
I really should have played a way of the drunken
master.
Way
Yeah.
of the drunken master.
It's a
I didn't
fun
know
build.
there'd be all this free booze.
I would walk outside,
yeah, here. we don't
searching for Alex to see where he went.
I go back up,
Okay.
or I search for a bottle, and then I follow people.
Yeah. You find a very tall, thin rum bottle. And it's clear with no label.
Damn, it's a white rum.
Alrighty.
Well,
yeah,
like,
it's a white rum.
The bottle
Perhaps
is
it's
clear. I
a
keep
vanilla
saying it's
wine.
clear. The bottle is clear. The rum
Oh,
is
the
kind of
bottle
like
is
like a deep brown.
Mm,
Spice.
spiced. The way rum should be.
Same brain.
Spiced with
Whoa.
what? You don't know because there's no indication on the
No
bottle.
label.
Probably
Be
so.
spiced with
I take it. I'm taking
anything,
head down.
really.
Maybe he can't pay for the branding or something. He's
It's the generic.
So-
wait, instead of Captain
the
Morgan's,
generic
it
brand.
was what was
Admiral
it that I brought?
Admiral Adams. or-
Admiral Nelson's. That's what it was. Brought Admiral
No, it's-
Nelson's to a party.
Isn't it Admiral Adams?
Well, I don't know. I brought in Admiral Nelson.
We should have done that.
if you were to keep looking on the shelf, you see like it looks like a clear bottle of looks like half a fish head, and you see it's labeled fish paste.
Yeah,
on
it's Nelson. Sorry.
Katsu, you grab your rum and you take note of this gross fish head in a bottle, and you make your way out of the Tattered Pelt after Brelikk and everyone else in the tavern presumably would have taken the step behind Brelikk just to see what was going on outside. And as you step outside Brelikk, being the first to do so, you see Aelix just kind of looking down at the spot where, like, you know, you don't really know what he's looking at first, but then you remember, like, oh yeah, like the mass. It's almost like he seems like he was traumatized by the event, but then you note that the mass isn't even there anymore. The body is gone.
My body does not turn, but my head swivels back around.
Yeah.
I look back at Brelikk. A laser beam right between your eyes.
Yeah.
A
It's
knowing
strange
glare.
that the body's no longer here, and Mug hasn't returned.
Everyone else steps outside.
I look to Alex for a reply when I asked that.
I hold up the rag. His
Oh,
fish rag.
you want to take it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What would I know what that? I'm like,
Is this a gift?
is that yours or is that Mug's?
You get the
I
feeling.
just gotta shake it a little bit.
I'm
Very mechanically, it goes.
I'm going to assume that it's his Mug's and he has not returned.
Oh, I thought he was saying you've got some bats in the cave. Want a handkerchief?
Where is this
No,
item?
you're probably right.
After-
Will
Very
after,
weird time to offer a handkerchief.
Alex, I'm
After
adding it to
he
your
says-
inventory.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, after he says, yeah, I'm assuming it's Mugs. I'm just gonna start. My head's gonna swivel back around. And I'm gonna turn and start walking.
Alright.
I'm gonna follow the mute Warforge.
Yeah.
There is no logic in my approach here. It's just
He
meandering,
just takes a
hoping I find him.
direction and begins walking, and you all feel driven and inspired by this
We need to get this man a voice box.
by this drive to save or to find his loving employer.
So if that was Muggs, what happened? Did anyone know?
Mug and Brava both left at the beginning of that fight. The fact they haven't returned is cause for concern.
And you walk, following Alex for probably about a minute. It's like pretty quick while you're deliberating. Alex, you'd spot a small tabaxi making his way around the corner, kind of like brushing his ears back and dusting off his shoulders as he exits a very disgusting alleyway. And
Hey!
That
Brava.
must be Brava. I
Brava,
walk.
yeah, Brava kind of sees you, and you see kind of like one of his ears kind of like fall down sideways, and then he stands back up and he comes up to you guys, comes to greet you guys.
Oh, hey, I see you're all up and about.
Boom, rag right in the face, and really mechanically shaking.
What do you have here? Some kind of thank you.
I don't let him
I
take
think,
it. I don't let him touch it. I pull it back.
I think Alex is looking for Mug.
I
What-
got you $1.
What happened after you and Mug left at the beginning of that fight last night?
Oh,
By the way, the tavern is safe.
that is good.
This is good.
We decided to skedaddle before things got too serious. I am glad to see you are all well. You know, that was the Mr. Bear you took on, so it is quite a surprise that you're still in one piece.
Well,
Speaking of,
the Mr. Bear is no longer present
oh,
on this plane.
Harry,
Oh.
I wanted to ask
What's
if I
up,
still have the
Kenneth?
paw in my inventory.
You have the paw in your inventory, yes.
Okay.
The only thing that seems
Do you
to
bring the paw out?
the only thing that seems to remain from
It
Mr.
wasn't
Bear's
a dream,
encounter.
guys. It wasn't a
He's
dream.
got a monkey.
Aside from the massive stain in the middle of the tattered pelt.
I do.
Wow, you let him start with a monkey's paw. I want.
Guys, it feels so good.
do not worry about Mug though. I just was sent by him. He asked me to
Sus.
have you guys meet him at the bathhouse.
Sure you did.
The bathhouse in town. You have not been there.
So I'm
You
thinking
think-
We
Nor
all
have you seen
paused
this
the
building.
bathhouse.
New point of interest. Bathhouse.
Yes. Well,
Why the bathhouse?
I,
Quest log.
to be
New
perfectly
quest.
clear with you,
Take
I
off
do
your
not know
clothes.
myself. He just he didn't leave me with much. He just said to he was meeting a business associate and he wanted to introduce you to them.
Okay.
Nice little business meeting.
Alex, I'm
Business
assuming
or
you would.
pleasure?
How about business guy?
Alex, I'm assuming you would like to meet up with Mug in the at the bathhouse.
I walk
I-
towards where I think the bathhouse is.
And Brava
I'm-
quickly runs up to you and he like
what-
adjusts you a little bit to like, continue walking in the correct direction.
I guess we're going to the bathhouse.
That is so
Sure.
weird when I go to the bathhouse.
Well, if
How else
Alex
am
is
I gonna
going,
do it?
I'll.
You do think that, today on the agenda you have pickup orders from like the market.
That's right.
But he said he would have those ready for you in the afternoon, and it's kind of early morning right now. So you
Yeah.
definitely have some time to kill before you get to before he's
Time
gonna be
for an
ready
early
you.
morning bath. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah, after last night, ugh.
Soaked in dried blood.
Yeah, Katsu, you have like a couple of it's hard to see because you're red chromatic, but you feel it. It stains you.
It's crunchy.
The stains will never go away.
Don't say it's crunchy.
But
Yeah, it's crunchy. It's in
Scabby.
between the scales. Scabby.
would you be willing to head there with me? I was going to go there after I suppose I'm ready. I don't know if you are all needing something for the bathhouse.
Need something from? I think we're okay. Yeah, I start heading with Alex to the bathhouse.
Okay.
A bath sounds nice, so I'm in.
It's a bathhouse.
Who is with us? Is everyone with us, or are people staying behind?
I'm not there.
Oh, okay.
Khanek,
Khanek's not there.
did you go outside to see everyone?
No, I'm still inside.
Okay. You want to stay inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Those wanted posters got Khanek fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like in his room, like peeking through the shades, like looking out for guards.
I actually
like,
have my
paranoid.
owl hovering outside,
Yeah.
looking for guards.
Well, an owl in the daytime. Cool.
Do you want it to scout ahead of you to like clear the way for you to walk through if there's any guards, or you just want to stay inside?
Currently scouting outside. I'm staying inside right now.
Okay. Yeah, your owl's out above the streets, looking down at the party, looking down at all of the blips as they emerge from their homes for the morning, and some of these people's homes are just in the alleys, just like some dude crawls out of a box. Homelessness is not funny, guys.
Oh, sorry.
And then
No, they have a home. It's in the alley.
right, my
I
bad.
just said so.
It's not my place to downplay what a home is. Home is where the heart lies.
Thank you.
And fries.
Will
be
fries.
Will be fries.
You don't see any guards down in the lower branches, as you know, Khanek. It's very under-patrolled area, especially in these parts where the Tattered Pelt is. So that's what you take away for now.
I'm gonna head to the market.
Oh, okay. Brava is kind of leading Aelix in the correct direction of
Runs out ahead of Aelix as Aelix just begins walking off.
and
Like, not at this way.
four of Brava's steps are like one of Aelix's, so he's like, really
Oh,
trying
he's
to
hustling.
keep up with him. The sun is shining through the many treetops of Gale, illuminating what is normally a part of the city that is under a shroud of darkness for good reason, because it's absolutely disgusting. But you make your way through and to the updraft, which you know easily enough. It's wherever the direction of the Tree of Qeynos is. You go to the updraft, and it lifts you all up into the air. It takes a bit to get Aelix off the ground again, but he does so.
Launching everyone else around him, like...
You hear Qeynos like ah, like from the Beyond as it tries to pick up Aelix. And you all land on the platform of what you know to be the upper rings. You see the halls of Qeynos like off to the side, and then the market is on the other side. So you, Brava leads Aelix in the direction of passing through the market, you imagine, to continue to the opposite side of the outer rings. And as you pass through the market, make perception checks. And Khanek, we'll say you're just behind him by 15 minutes or so, and your owl's kind of carving the way for you to make sure that there's no way you can be spotted or detected. And
No government is gonna punish me.
yes. It's actually pretty funny.
Bet it is government.
Katsu. Well, let's see here. What are the rolls like? Kev is oblivious. He's just following.
I'm just looking at my ring.
Yeah. Kev, you hadn't thought about it before, maybe until you looked at the ring, and now you find yourself in the market. You actually found this ring in the market. Now that you hear and you're wearing this ring, you remember something like, just over there around a couple of buildings, like that is actually where you found it. And just like it was just laying on the planks of outside one of the shops. Rolland, you are also quite oblivious, just following the lead of people in front of you. Katsu as well. Aelix, and Khanek, let's say, when you pass through, Aelix, you note, you pass by directly in front of the Blackpaw Trading Company shop, which is, as I said in the market session, the shopping session, it's like this massive stone building in the middle of the market. And it looks like all the lights are off, like no one's home, and on the front door of this establishment is a note just like thunk, like nailed into the front, and it says, gone hunting.
Am I able to open the door?
Wet.
Well, once they pass through Khanek, you'll see it as well.
Am
It
I able
rained
to
last
open
night,
the door?
right, Harry?
I attempt to open the door.
It was.
In 15 minutes, you'll be there,
Harry, if it
Once they
rained
pass
last
through,
night
you'll be
and the-
there.
So
if it
it's
rained
just
last
it's
night
just
and
on.
the note isn't water damaged. That means
Right.
that he posted it this morning.
Correct.
Okay.
That's
Is
Detective.
it water damaged?
Detective Rolland over here.
Well done.
Magnifying glass.
Roland, is it
done.
wet? Is it wet, Roland?
Can I make a wetness check?
Are you wet?
You don't have to make any check. Is it wet?
Make a wetness check, survival.
Cannon hates being wet. This is well-established lore. Okay.
21, Harry?
It's
21
dry
for
as
wetness?
fuck.
Oh, this
They
ba-
left this
Roll
morning.
says this baby's fresh.
It's still got the bend from the printer.
So Ken, as you
Hot off
say
the
that,
press.
Ken, as you say that, like you like touch the note and you like look back. I'm assuming to tell us that it's wet,
Yeah.
but you see Alex is like has like taken a couple steps back and was getting ready to just shoulder charge the door down with his body. And so I will like stop and like adjust and then
Oh.
continue walking.
Oh my god.
Does the door open?
When you
Alex.
try it, it does not open. It
Oh,
does.
that's
It
right.
looks as though no one is home,
Mm.
See.
I knock on
as
the
the
door.
note implies. Brelikk, you knock on the door.
Yeah.
You wait a few moments.
I'm not sure if you guys can read, but it says they're not here.
Do you not hear that? Someone's crying for help inside.
Better bust the door down.
The good Samaritan laws protect me.
It sounds like a cry for help. No.
Wrong.
Brava, or after Alex,
Wait.
like,
Wait, which shop is this?
this is the Black Paw Trading Company.
Oh, okay.
After Alex like fake checks the door with his shoulder, he's gonna just turn to follow Bravo once more, and as the rest of the party kind of fiddles with the door, they all kind of depart one by one, unless there's something you would like to try with this door before leaving.
I'm good.
Okay. I'm good.
Brelikk just eating his rations on his way over to the bathhouse.
Yeah, you continue making your way through the winding, branching pathways of Gale, following Brava through all the way, and eventually you find your way to a flat top building that's very wide but not very tall, and you see a sign, very nicely decorated and ornate sign right above the door, says the Rookery Bathhouses. And right as you arrive, Khanek, you are stepping through the market. You do know that there are a few guards
Fuck.
here, and you know their locations. So you would have advantage on stealth if you wanted to make your way through. The Blackpaw Trading Company door is in the middle of the market, so you would be easily able to see the note from wherever you decided to pass through. But as for trying the door, you would be very exposed and out in the open.
Okay.
It's just something to
Then
keep in
I
mind.
will, instead of trying the door, I will go to the back alley.
Oh my god.
As you do.
Of the building,
Yes.
unfortunately,
Excellent.
it is right in the dead center of a massive circular market, so there's no back alley to this building.
There is only a front door to this building.
Correct. Well,
This
there might be
building is
another
neither-
entrance, but there's not a back alley, if that makes sense.
I go scout around the building for other entrances.
Yeah. So
It would be a massive OSA violation, you know, if there's only one entry and exit. to the
yeah,
building. I'm
this
just-
up to fire code.
Yeah, this is not up to fire code. If that was the case. I am highly disappointed in these builders in this town.
I think this entire city is at risk of burning down.
Actually, Matt,
we foresaw
It's me
this
out of-
question. Fireproof.
Are
wood,
you sure
fireproof
about
wood.
that? This is
Fireproof wood.
Fireproof wood.
No fires on my watch.
Yeah, Khanek. So
See about that.
Fireball.
With your owl as well, you're able to easily scout the building. It's got windows, though it's got like shutters that are intentionally closed. So you can't see into the windows. There is a back door and a side door and a front door.
Go look for the back door.
Okay. Approaching the back door, could you roll me stealth with advantage at the moment? Ooh.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Was that with advantage? Oh, it was with advantage.
A fat 10.
Would you like to
-1.
use any divination for this, or will you be...
I can't use that before after I roll.
After I
have to
roll.
use it before I roll.
Oh.
You can always use a lucky die, though.
Good to know.
Oh.
That is true. Could use
You
lucky. I will use lucky
approach
for this.
the back door, yeah.
Let's attempt another dice roll.
So just
Alright.
with normal.
So I just roll another normal.
Yeah.
I love the mulligan.
Lucky!
10!
Damn, that's a -1 to
Sometimes
stealth.
God does not smile upon
Jesus.
you. You know.
Destiny
It really
is
is
all.
unfortunate.
You're
Did you
approaching
say
the
so?
back door of this Blackpot Trading Company, and there's no window on this door. Seems like a pretty solid door as well. You would be surprised, just knowing what you know. Yeah, of course, mahogany. Knowing what you know, Khanek being this person in the universe, you would know that shops also take security measures, especially if they're larger like this. In terms of just like basic breaking and entering stuff, like they have very difficult magical locks, and in terms
Yeah,
of
magical locks.
knocking down doors, it's probably very difficult with physical means. But as you're
Being magical.
you're slinking, kind of maybe thinking about approaching this this door, and then right as you do so, a patrol guard is passing one of the corners of the building around the back,
Good thing I got a hat on.
and he turns toward you in his patrol and begins walking your direction, though he doesn't seem as though he's pursuing you. He's probably about 20 feet away.
I go into the crowd.
I'm a blur. There's like a somersault.
I'm gonna go look for a bookstore.
Okay, cool.
See, Jack, you gotta start a fire at a children's orphanage.
There
And
we
then do
go.
that.
Now you're cooking with gas.
Isn't that right, Cannon?
Fuck you.
Do you know what I said?
You said
What
you
about
have
the good
to
old
start
days?
fire in a children's orphanage, you fucking owl bombing bastard.
There you go.
Oh, I remember that.
Damn, that's a callback.
I
Is that
was
the
going-
reaction you wanted, John?
Yes,
Did
it
you get
is.
what you
This
wanted?
is exactly what I wanted.
I was
Are
going
you
to reference
fucking
the punching
happy?
homeless people. That's even deeper. That goes further back.
That is so you.
That is very far away.
That is so many layers.
So many layers deep.
Layers on layers on layers.
layers of abstraction.
This reminds me of the one time Malik and Cannon's campaign. Anyway.
One die, yeah.
Khanek, you are looking for a bookstore. Make an investigation check. Or perception check. Perception. Yes, yes. You get the feeling that there probably is a bookstore somewhere that you can find, but you're just not finding it immediately.
Okay.
When you entered the market, you did catch a glimpse of the direction in which the rest of the party went, kind of off as they exited the market. So you would be able to follow behind them in that regard, if you decided to.
Following people to a bathhouse.
There you go. You don't want to take off your bandages?
No.
Okay. Don't want to get damp. Okay. You can continue to look for a bookstore when we flash back to you.
John, I don't think orphanages are as flammable as other things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You all enter, minus Khanek, the Rookery Bathhouses. Let's see here. And where's this guy?
And scene. Great work, everybody.
And scene. Will, you do have the dish rag item in your inventory, or it's in your items tab, by the way. Just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Alright.
And you can just drag it into your character sheet from there. So you enter this very flat top building, and you follow this very soft, elegant green carpet that leads all the way down to the front desk, just a straight shot. You can feel the humidity of the bathhouse, just ever so slightly, like when you enter. Like you're not in the bathhouse, the baths of the bathhouse yet, but you're in like the outer part of it. In the kind of the lobby, I guess you could say, of this opening foyer, there's some fine purple cushions and drapery by some windows that kind of looks to be a waiting area. And then there's halls that are leading off in all these different directions as you walk down this green carpet. And all of these hallways are stamped with signage. So one of the signs says group pools. One of the signs says commoner baths. Another sign says the fountain. The fountain.
That's
and
for
then
birds.
and then the central tub is another hallway.
The
and-
fountain sounds the fanciest to me.
So yeah, I will
I won't be caught dead at the fountain.
type out all of these.
I hear the fountain, I immediately start heading towards that.
So
Oxsoul still lives within you.
yeah, you begin walking straight into this hallway, like that would lead into the fountain, and you hit an invisible wall. It doesn't look like there should be anything there, but right as you walk
Oh,
into
no.
it, it's like a force field, like boom.
Damn you, Todd Howard.
And you hear, excuse
That's funny.
me, you will need to purchase a stone if you wish to enter a specific section of the bathhouse. And he lowers his hand and puts it to his chin. You see just a very posh-looking tabaxi and some fine garments.
This guy looks like a character from Cats. What the fuck?
Why are there so many furries?
This is Gale. This is where they all
It's
live.
literally
All the
Cat
furries live
City.
This is
This
the
is-
furry
This
city.
This is-
bro.
This is
Yeah.
Isekai City.
Harry, I didn't sign up for this shit, okay? I know what you are.
Harry, I thought you hated Vistaya.
Damn.
I do hate this style.
Oh.
That
Why
hasn't
did
changed,
so
Jack.
many of them?
Because it has to
Now that I
happen
think
for the
about it.
narrative.
This looks like
I
a section of the
asked
city
back
How
from
come
Zootopia.
this place didn't get bombed, huh?
I hate
That's got a point. I have a
Damn.
question.
Yeah,
I have a
Parker.
question for him. I ask, how much is one of these stones?
Well, that would depend on the bath which you wish to experience. The group
I look at
pool stone
Brava.
Harry, I
is.
take the rag and I wave it in his face. I put it right into his face.
Excuse me, could you please tell your Warforged companion to act civil? We are not in Sanctum here.
Oh, he is looking for a friend of ours named Mug. He may have come in here recently.
Mug.
Moug. He's a half orc.
You see, he's giving you like this. Are you kidding me? Look, and then he like looks down at a pad. He lifts one page. No, I'm sorry, I have not received any mug here. Though, perhaps a physical description
running
may
behind.
help. Is there any reason he would be using a fake name?
He had a meeting with an associate today in the bathhouse. He would like for us to meet.
A meeting in the
It's pretty hard
bathhouse.
it's pretty hard to miss.
I give him a physical description of Mug.
Yeah.
I just push forward and I say like, how hard is it to miss a half orc? Really? Have you had any come in today?
Well,
he looks down. He's like,
I activate the ring of truth.
one half orc by the name of Jimothy Cricket.
yes, it would seem as though we have received 2, maybe 3 half orcs
Okay.
as
I see. Have
patrons
any-
today.
Have they all checked out?
Well, we do not. Well, no, there would, yeah.
They have to return the stone.
There would still be 2 that should be bathing, but they did not mention anything of the sort, nor any.
If it's the father and son, I swear to
kind
God.
of business
I give him
meeting.
I give him the physical description of Mug. Of the 2 that remain in the bathhouse, do either of these gentlemen fit the description? Should I roll a history check to see if I can retell the description of Mug?
No, you would be able to just do it.
Okay.
Yes, I believe one of them does match that description, as a matter of fact.
Mm.
Perhaps your
Okay.
friend is here, though, it would appear I've forgotten to mark down which bath he was attending.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, for the love of
Can
God.
you grab him for us?
No, as I've said, I do not quite know which bath.
How
he
many
would-
how many sections of the bath? What baths are there?
Well, there are 5 sections to the Rookery Bathhouses. There are
Okay.
the group pools. This is a 2 gold entry fee. The commoner baths, a 4 gold entry fee per bath.
Mhm.
The fountain, which is 6 gold. It is very popular with the Arakokra. The central tub, which is 8
I knew it!
gold. And the Rookery Suite, which is 10 gold pieces per entrant.
Where can
So-
I get
so-
a bath for free?
So this suite.
It's like a month's worth.
Okay.
Describe it to me.
I say we split up. I'll take the suite.
Hey, fuck you. I deserve
Kev
this.
is immediately
fuck
like,
you. I will go with you to the suite.
Kev's like, I deserve
No,
this.
he has a point.
I will go to the second highest one, and I will take Mike with me.
I will. No, I'm
He
going
needs-
to the. Com-
that's
I'm going
right,
to the
Alex
commoners
needs
someone
bath,
that can
and I'm
speak.
avoiding the
Alex,
fountain.
Alex looks down. Wait, no, actually, no. I want to go to the suite. I look at you, Mike, and I hold out my ring that I found, and I hold it to you. And then let's go.
I think you would like to trade spots. He would like to go to the suite, and in exchange, he gives you this ring for letting him go to the suite.
I'm here for a bath.
We are. Like, I hold my ring, and you get the feeling of we are the same. We both have rings.
Roland just walks forward and says, like, pulls out his coin purse and he's like,
Okay,
one,
I'll give the
one
guy
stone for the
another-
commoner's bath, please.
I'll give the guy 20 gold for one for Alex.
so you would like to purchase 1 for Alex and 1 for Kev.
I can pay for myself.
Oh,
What? No, I'm buying my own, Harry.
He was
Yes,
trying.
yeah. So
I was
take,
trying to say you
take
and me,
4
Mike.
gold.
You and me.
Very good. And he hands you like a wooden chip with presumably some kind of magical
psycho
enhancement that'll let you pass the invisible wall of the locker rooms.
I pay 8 gold for the second above bath.
You do so. And he also gives you a wooden chip of similar kind, but different, design on the front, more extravagant, perhaps.
I will check into
Ev and I are hitting the
central
suite.
tub, and Brava puts forth 8 gold.
Robin just wants to fuck Eric Cochran. Let's be real here. He just wants to get in there.
This is true.
Brava places 8 gold, and he receives a same chip to Brelikk.
I'll give 20 gold for Kev and I to the suite.
Who's paid for who here?
I'm paying for Kev.
Is anyone
And
going to the
myself.
group pools to check for mug?
So,
That's Roland's job, baby.
No, I went
yes,
to the commoners.
I would,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately, I would recommend that you, your Warforged companion here attend the group pools, as he is rather large, and the suite tub is reaching capacity. I do not believe that there would be space for such a physical body of this one here. He's rather large. Though you
So you're
there,
saying that the suite that cannot accommodate all your
Alex
high-paying
looks
the
very
customers.
Sata would be able
displeased by
to
this.
fit very
Sorry,
nicely.
big guy.
All right. I will give my suite to Brelikk, and I will go to the Commoner's tub. or whatever the other one is.
The group
I
pools. I have
was
them all
going to
listed out.
I was going to the second. I was going to the second one up.
I'll go to the
Okay.
one where
Hold
no
on,
one's
this-
going, I guess.
There's only 5 of us, so like we're either all gonna have to split up.
So-
because
Alright,
Khanek's
we'll
not
all
here.
split. We all go to our own.
I'll slap you in the
Yeah,
group
I'm
pool,
going-
Zalix, then.
All right. I still paid for Mike. Then.
Rolland is going to the commoner baths.
Central tub.
The fountain.
Damn.
Katsu, were you purchasing the fountain?
No,
What would you like to purchase?
I would like to say to everyone, does anyone else feel like this is a total ripoff?
Yes.
I dare say.
we're just looking for someone here, and you want us to spend 30 gold?
Harry, are
Do you know
they,
where they
do
are?
they look like the owner or just
That
the
is correct.
operator?
He looks to be
Okay,
the only
I need a
attendant
bath.
in the current, front lobby area.
Sleep.
You don't know if he's the owner or if he's just a merely meager employee.
I see.
How much would it cost for you to fetch me a bucket of water and a brush?
Sir, we do not provide that kind of service for the swelling ruffians of the lower branches.
I get really close to him and I say, I
What
am
you mean by that?
filthy.
Yes, I dare say you also smell quite terribly, but you must
Oh my god.
you must purchase a package, or you must take your business elsewhere.
I nudge as close as I can.
If you'd like to
and say,
persuade, you can try.
I'd like to persuade and say, I might be here a long time deciding. I didn't see what I can't see what I rolled yet.
That's a
Roll the one.
That one.
Oof.
You may try,
can-
or I will have
I'll get it
security broom you out the door.
I
Inside
look
check. Do they
around.
have security?
You
I look
can
around for
insight.
security.
See if he's talking a big game.
Oh.
Let's go. And I have I +1 because the truth telling ring.
Yes. Both
So
of
it's a
you.
26. Ooh.
Both of you intuit that he's full of shit.
Pay him no mind.
I
Let's
stand
get over
there
with
Sir.
that mission.
We do not approve of your words to my friends.
I do not
I-
need your
I-
approval.
I suggest you change your tone. As I get very
Intimidation?
uncomfortably close. Yeah.
Let us not
You can use
take too
strength.
much.
I take out my
Is-
freaking gun
yeah.
and I hold his face.
I drown him in beer. I stick my nozzle down his throat and I pull the trigger.
I just want to find Vog. This is taking. We're getting stalled by this guy.
I dare say, if you will not go through the proper channels, I am not intending to be difficult. Let's see here. The fountain.
That would be a 12.
Please do not attempt to fluster me. The rules are very simple. You pay the gold
Alright,
and you
Katsu,
get
I
the
tried.
bath. It is a service
Alright,
in
Katsu, I
exchange.
tried, and I walk ahead.
No, that's fine. I say, no, you all go look around. I'll be here. Can you explain the fountain one? And I look like very pensively. I stroke my chin and I just like listen intently.
Yeah.
As if I'm pondering. I continue just asking about the same baths over. And then how does that compare group one again? And I just wave everyone up.
Yeah.
Katsu,
This
are you sure you don't want me to just pay
No,
the
no,
full
no,
gold?
no. I must make this decision.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to, and he just like puts 2 gold on the counter and then just walks away.
Okay. Where is he keeping these rocks? The rocks for
The wood chips, they look like they're just right over the counter. Like,
Okay.
like they're just like, yeah. It's a
Okay,
big
I say
desk,
that-
so like you would have to kind of like jump up and then grab it, but yeah.
Okay. I told everyone just holler if you need anything. I'll be here.
Not for long, most certainly.
Well, after you tell me about the group pooling.
And so Kev, you got the Rookery suite, yeah? The 10
Yeah.
gold one, okay. And
I want the suite. I'm Mike.
fucking love bathing.
oh, that should be
Let's
Brelikk
go.
and
Commerce!
Commerce.
I'm Mike. I deserve the suite.
Imagine
have
the
a
guy is just
I have a genie in my finger with a tavern I can disappear to whenever I want.
it's only once a day.
Kind of cringe.
Oh,
Brelikk
It's all
and
the free
Brava.
beer I
There we
want.
go.
With all the free beer.
Alright, I fixed it. Boop. Okay. So you all, with your wooden chips, enter your various halls with signage.
Watch us all not find Mug, and he's in the fountain. He's just waiting. Swear to God.
You all enter into the humid locker rooms of the bathhouses, what would equate to locker rooms. Khanek, you're still in the market. Make me a perception check to see if you can find any bookstores again.
There it
Booyah.
Whoa.
You see a sign that says knowledge pointing in the direction.
And you see Ty Lopez just hanging out. Knowledge.
And you see 2 Lamborghinis parked outside the bookstore.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the front. It's not even worth going in.
You see a sign for a shop entitled Basic Books for Everyday Readers.
Fuck. Nope. Not that.
That's all they can comprehend. Sorry.
You don't see a sign for anything else.
Alright, well, I guess I keep looking. But I do note where this location is. I do note where this location
Okay.
is.
Yeah, you make a mental note. Could you make me
It might as well have
Could you make me a stealth check with advantage again?
the bookstore might as well have said books. We got them.
We got books. You like books?
I like books. Enter.
Yeah, so you stay out of the patrol patterns of these guards. They do not you do not get stonewalled at any point throughout your traveling at this time. Is there anything else you would like to specifically try and do besides look for before I switch back to the rest of the party?
Perfect. Thanks, Jack.
Nope.
Okay. you're all entering through your various locker rooms. In these locker rooms, luckily, there are not too many scantily clothed people.
Oh.
They all generally seem to keep themselves. For Kev, oh, this is actually an important detail. So the guy would say, "One moment, please, Mr. Sataman," and the rest of the party goes down these halls. Katsu's still in front of the desk, and the Tabaxi man turns back to look at you, Katsu. "When I return, I want you out of this bathhouse." And he looks to Kev. Come. And he seems to hit almost like a hidden switch behind the desk, and this wood panel kind of opens behind him. "Right this way to the Rookery Suites." And
he's taking me.
yeah,
there?
and he's leading you down. Like, "After you, please."
Yeah, I would go.
And he accompanies you from behind, and the wood block slides up, and it's just you in the lobby now, Katsu.
Oh, cool. I take a coin to the fountain and go.
To which one?
The fountain. The
'Kay.
one no one else.
You grab a coin to the fountain, and you go to the appropriate locker room. Okay, so everyone's in their locker rooms, and you're being led down this very nicely lit, just like well decorated. Like, it seems like this is like the the big leagues. Get the Rookery Suite, Kev. Not many people spend 10 gold on a bath, apparently. And
I thought it was being filled to capacity. Yeah, obviously there's people in here, right?
well, you don't see anyone in the locker room, but the end of this hall is almost like a spotlight, it looks like. But as you get closer, you realize that like the light of this spotlight is actually like wavy a little bit, and it's actually just a pillar of water that seems to be held in place by some kind of magical means, and the pillar of water just goes into the ceiling. You would then note that you had actually come down a couple stairs since you entered this hallway, and you imagine you're actually probably below the baths right now, but he leads you to kind of like your own private changing room, and he provides you with a towel and bathrobe, and he says, very good, make yourself decent here in this changing room, and enjoy your stay here at the Rookery Bathhouse. And he turns tail and walks back to the front desk.
Thank you very much.
While everyone's in their locker rooms, who would actually there's some towels in like the other locker rooms. Who would actually disrobe and grab a towel, and who would just keep everything on? Obviously,
I'm just walking right through.
Alex can't really
Yeah, Alex, disrobe, please.
do that.
Show us the goods.
I suppose we'll
Rolling.
finally see the answer about.
Is this the first the first of roll for penis size of the campaign?
I already rolled my
Yeah, are we
D12, dude.
doing a roll-
Everyone roll your
Oh, the-
D12.
D12.
Who's
You're
that
getting
one character who
D12s?
rolled like a 1 or so? Was it Misk?
I think it was
No,
Cam.
it was
It was
yeah.
different.
No, it was
campaign.
last campaign. It was
yeah,
it was
Tyson.
Tyson. Tyson had the small penis.
Roland's got her.
It was funny. Tyson was like a giant, but then he rolled a 3, so he was like 7-8 feet walking around with a 3 in front of him.
Damn, we're consistent.
Let's wait.
Oh,
Cannon
yeah,
rolled a
no,
3. Oh my
okay,
god!
yeah.
No,
Cannon
fuck
rolled a
you,
3
fuck you.
again. Cannon's penis. It's suffering.
Inspiration.
Cannon's
Use an
penis.
inspiration on a
Yeah, but now he's
Oh,
a
he's a-
human, so it's not as bad. But
No,
it's still
he's a
pretty bad.
grower.
He's a
He's a
grower.
grower.
Oh yeah.
When he prays to his god, let me tell you.
He
Still, he
gets
can't be a paladin with a 3-inch Punisher.
the
That's
blood
just
starts
not
pumping.
right.
I'll tell you that.
Paladins need a divine sword, you know. Can't just.
Divine Schnapp.
So
I don't see two
I'm going
rolls
to
in
assume if you rolled for dick size, you are disrobing and putting a towel on.
Yep.
Correct.
And you would still, like, mechanically what this means is you still have your inventory and you
Wait,
still have your items
Harry, hold on.
and your armor. You just
I'll
need
roll-
to you know, put it on again once
Hold on,
once you're
Harry.
done.
I'll roll for dick size as well. I'll use portent. I'll use my 16.
We're rolling We're rolling d12s though.
Would you
That's not
actually
how it
like to do
works.
that, Jack?
It's a D12, Jack.
Wait, well, so we'll scale down. 16 out of 20 is what out of 12? What is the math there?
Well, that's 80%, I
Um,
think.
8 out of
So-
12.
I believe
Hold
the
on.
rules, Jack, say you can only use it on a D20 roll.
I'll do. Hold on. I'll do
Will
the
you
math.
let him use
no,
his
it'd be
fortune
9
roll
out of
for the
12.
session for that?
Yeah, it's 9.6.
There you
Sure.
go.
You,
There's no
9.6.
way the man with the banana penis.
I'm sorry. I won.
Jack's
Jesus.
actually
You gotta
just
roll.
a massive
Jack, you gotta
dick
roll.
just turned
Yeah.
sideways.
Jack, you have to let fate decide. You can't let.
Yeah, I am
Can't
letting
let
fate
the-
decide. It's called
No,
portent.
no, this is one
That's
of Jack's
not
fortune rolls for the
fate.
whole session.
Yeah, this
It
is the
is
most
so
important
worth it for the
This
DMs.
is no, it's not. This is long-term impact, Cannon. You understand?
I'll allow it.
No.
Augur.
I'll
Don't
also
let me
allow
use
it. Stand.
Thank you, DM.
Khanek,
I
roll the
think
d12.
if Khanek wants to use his portent on his penis size,
Give me some
I'll-
bones,
I'll-
Harry.
That's pretty funny.
True.
Some
true,
bones.
true.
All right.
9.6.
So then everyone is except Alex and Khanek, of course.
That's right. Alex, roll.
I would like to imagine the people that made me did not make a penis on a robot. I would just.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
like
I
to
imagine
assume
that's
that-
true. Yes.
I already have one nozzle. I don't need a second one.
Based on your understanding of your own anatomy, Alex,
Yeah.
you would know the answer to this question.
I've never seen a penis. This will be the first time.
So we'll start with me pissing because I need to piss.
Well,
Me too.
Piss break.
Do Warforged get penis?
He was like weird
We
diving.
will start with whoever finds Mog first. Because
Will-
my God, we need to find this guy.
Warforged get penis envy?
I don't think so.
Negotiator
Yeah,
definitely
I
did
think
not
he
have a
might.
penis. So
I feel like if Alex saw one, he wouldn't know what it is.
he'd be like, "Is that a, does that let fumes
He would
out or
just
something?"
assume it's another human thing that he doesn't have.
like nipples.
No, he has those.
Oh.
Wait, no.
It's canon now. Will's
It
character has
is.
nipples.
It's canon.
I found the original image for Will's character too.
It's canon. Oh, you found the original that I added?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just added it.
Like someone, it was like a fucking it was a 3D model that someone made.
Yeah.
No, that like was based off of like a sketch they did.
Yeah. I remember seeing that when I was looking through.
It was cool as shit though. Such a fucking unique character. I love it.
Mike, you gotta read the context clues, man.
you
Trying to
held
connect
out
with
your
you.
ring. That's it.
Do you remember the first time I did that? I've been doing that I've done that like 3 times now.
Oh.
It's our mermaid manic barnacle boy. All right,
Oh, okay.
we're the ring guys. That's where we connect.
Why do you have a ring?
I found it in the Lost and Found.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got my magical animal friendship ring that Harry let us have a magic item when we started. And that's how I got it. Everything I have is from the Lost and Found. All my items have been left at the bar.
The lost and found. Oh yeah. The orphanage.
Lost and
The orphanage is a lost and found in a way.
No, that was the. Wait, wasn't that the name of the orphanage, John?
What? Lost and Found?
No,
Yeah.
Lost and found, home for the displaced. That's what it was.
No.
Poor guys.
That was all the way back in Haven. Children are orphans in war.
Unfortunately, children, we can only take one of you. Everyone else has to stay.
You're being drafted into the war.
That's the tragedy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no parents anymore, so we're just gonna draft you if that's okay.
Who is the strongest amongst you? We will take them. Leave the others behind.
All right. We will start with the group pools, Alex, as you wade down the steps. You know, these very tiny steps for your Warforged legs. You kind of just step over them and down into and just sploosh into the water, and you like displace a lot of water as it like shoots up the side of the stairs and, you know, overflows the bath a bit. And
everyone just assumes it's turned down service. Alex, all the ale. Anyway.
And as you step into the water and you see like it just waves like all throughout the pool, and then like off overflowing, you just see like a tabaxi just like looking at you from the edge of like the corner of the pool, like just with like a
Ooh, this tabaxi actually looks pretty cool.
a very like an "Are you fucking kidding me" expression again.
Do I see who I'm looking for?
Make me a perception check as you wade further into the group pool. You note that it's very long, but not very wide, and this place is misty. Like, this bathhouse, there's like like a sauna.
Holy shit.
There is, and
That's
as you
hurt
step
my
in,
systems.
you hear more of like the bathhouse ambience. Oh, and I should change the music as well. Arc.
Did you find bathhouse ambience?
I did. Yeah.
House music.
That's amazing.
You make a perception check. You have a 25. Wow. Yeah, so you know that as far as you can see in this bathhouse, you see silhouettes through the mist in the distance, but you can't make out any of their identities until you actually approach. You feel as though you have about 15 feet of vision before it's just a straight like drop off into silhouette territory. So you can't see people unless they're like close to you. And you look around and you note that there's like some little things bobbing around in the water, and then just reactively you feel one bump up against your leg. It tips over, and you note it's a rubber ducky. Tips over, and on the bottom of the rubber ducky is the letter C. Do you continue down the group pools?
Yeah. We're gonna keep looking.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
The tabaxi gives you kind of like a sour look as you continue to move through, and then he kind of goes back to kind of preening, even though that's what birds do. We'll say he's doing the lick. Commoner bats. Rolland, right? Yes. Rolland, you have your towel and you have one towel over your arm and then one towel around your waist as you're stepping into this very you're stepping down this section of the bathhouse. It's like a hallway, and there's these openings into these various stalls almost. They look like personal baths, like they're with privacy, so like people can't see you bathe basically. There's like a little door for you to close to keep yourself from being seen. You note that there's a little hook for your towel and whatnot, and there's a wide assortment of soaps and aromas, namely the Pine Tar, Wood Barrel, Fresh Falls, Bay Rum, Summer Citrus, and Birchwood Breeze.
Bay rum. Oh.
knows what's up. Which
Maybe I gotta try bay rum myself.
which soap would you like to try first, as you realize that there's a nozzle for you to turn on the water, or you could just forego your bath and look for Mug in some of the other commoner baths.
I'll just go look around for Mug.
Okay. You do so.
Damn.
You wade through the mist, and there's a man sitting along one of the benches as you step through, shirtless. He gives you a side look, and as you're stepping through, you note that his gaze is kind of following you. Where are you headed?
Dear God.
Can you? Sorry. Okay, I caught that. Can you just describe him again? All I fucking got was fucking. Hey, where are you going?
He's shirtless human,
Okay,
sitting
yeah.
on a bench as you pass by, and he like eyes you as you are passing, and you hear him from behind call you, "Where are you headed?"
I like kind of just turn my head and I meet his gaze, I guess, and I say,
Raises his eyebrows.
Dear God,
I pause,
no.
mouth open for a second, and just say, I'm looking for a half-orc.
He might take that
Wow.
different
That's
context.
fine. Not your type. I get it. I got my own. I'll see you around.
Nah.
Oh, it's
Nah. Nah.
not like that. I have business.
Oh yeah, you do.
Will, like, being zoomed
Oh
like
yeah,
that? Oh,
you
yeah, you
do.
Oh frick yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I keep the business and pleasure together myself. Holler if you need me.
I, like, give the up and down, and I just say, I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, like, holding my towel by with one hand on the side.
You continue. In the fountain, Katsu, you enter with your towel, you tossed off to the side, and as you enter this fountain, you notice that while there are some tabaxi, it is overwhelmingly Arakakra, and they all seem to be almost like doing the exact same thing to keep themselves clean. And you know, some of them are like dipping their beak into the water and
Ferociously preening.
and you just, you know, they're just kind of bathing, just kind of vibing. You see, you know, there's kind of like a spot for you, yeah, and you hear kind of like a coughing through the mist off to your side, but you don't make too much of it immediately. It's just, you know, part of the ambience of the bathhouse. And as you step into the fountain, you feel your foot kind of like step on some kind of metal piece, and when you like something's on the bottom of the fountain floor, and when you lift up your foot, there's a coin stuck to it, a silver piece.
I pocket it.
And you take other steps and you realize that there's quite a few, like just throughout this fountain tub, there are a number of various copper, silvery, even gold pieces throughout this tub.
Alright.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know the order of operations that's to happen. I start sneaking the coins. I'm assuming this is here not for people to take, and so I take stealthily.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Oh yeah.
from through the mist.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you make a stealth check and you're generally able to. Well, let's do this actually. Yeah, you're able to do so without anyone seemingly noticing in the current moment. But you do hear like a, oh yeah, through the mist.
Oh god.
We'll go to the central tub. With oh yeah, and Parker, you would see well actually no. We'll do that later.
Okay.
Brelikk and Brava.
Brelikk and Brava in the central tub. You both enter, and Brava initially steps kind of to the left side of the tub, and you both enter the sight line, you know, within the mist range of a tiefling and an Azimar, kind of arm in arm together. Both just kind of. No, they're not doing anything, you know, but they are kind of like, you know, very touchy-feely with each other, kind of in the corner of the bath.
Where are the women? I have to be the one to say it. I'm assuming when we walked in, clearly we walked into the men's bath, right?
Is a different
Clearly.
type of campaign than what was a WAD's campaign called? Strutting through Stronith. Strutting through Stronith, all the NPCs are women. In Tragedy of War, women don't exist. Right?
And if they no, and if women exist, they're clearly evil.
Right. It's a theme.
Actually, the only woman we saw was
It was
Jane,
Medea.
right? So maybe it wasn't a woman.
The only woman we met was back in Haven.
Yeah.
Okay, Monarch, like that's like
Monarch sort of, but one of the councils was a woman.
Yeah, but it
And
wasn't
they were
mean-
evil, so
The councils.
it's a different type of campaign than Stronith. Okay, just make
Okay,
that
so we got the
clear.
horse motif and the women motif.
Oh, Jesus.
Women.
Look at the world
period.
without women.
War.
Jesus.
What an awful thing.
The tiefling man, rather pink. He's got these long, extravagant horns, and he says, "Oh, really? Would you hold my horns while you do it?"
I tried to ignore what I've just. No! Don't put that on the screen! Dear God! Oh my lord!
And then you hear the voice next to him. You hear the little voice next to him say, "You better believe it."
POV, John tries to dirty talk you.
So this is what all the planning was this week.
This is where all the planning is.
Brava immediately right angles.
Check this one out.
That'll be the thumbnail. Brava immediately right angle turns to go to the opposite side of the tub from these guys.
I would probably follow suit.
Yeah. And he takes kind of like a seat in the opposing corner. Notice they kind of puts himself between kind of like a crease on the wall, or on the crack of a wall, and you just hear kind of like through like the mist, like giggling from the other side of the tub. You feel as though you've
It seems
actually
my towel is falling off again.
No.
you don't. You feel as though you actually see basically the whole tub. Like the 15 feet of range is like just like cutting off the other guys. You see them as like silhouettes on the other end of the tub, so you don't need to see their nonsense. But the rest of the tub you can see where you came in, and it doesn't seem that big, but it does seem nice. There's jets, you know, there's even like some nice cushions, even in the water. It's like they got like some like waterproof pillow things going on in here. It's quite comfortable, and there's like floating lights going around.
Someone in like the back corner, like casting fairy fire.
Yeah, he's like shit, minimum wage.
Like no one notices him there.
Shit.
And again, the women are non-existent.
You don't know
In
where
Tragedy of War.
Tragedy of war.
You know what's funny,
Oh,
Jack,
fucking war.
is I wrote those two guys in flashing the art, and then I commented truly the tragedy of war on the doc for prepping the session.
No. No.
I can't believe this is where all the prep ended us up at. It
Brelikk,
takes 2 DMs to make these characters.
these guys are really have really depthful personalities. You just need to talk to them. Is all.
No thanks.
I'm good. I'm fine. Yeah, no thank you.
I
Oh,
hope
they're
no one,
depthful,
I
alright.
hope no one walks in while I have these up on my screen.
You should have seen the art that was rejected for this session.
The art that was rejected. No, oh no.
I gotta post it afterwards. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
No. Oh my
Not
God.
Twitch legal, probably.
Yeah, we'll do it after the stream's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brelikk, when you sit down in this tub, you know, put some distance away from Bravo to show your intentions are not that of those
Two
on the other
bros
side of
chilling
the
in a
yeah.
hot tub,
5
6 feet apart. 5 feet.
Yeah.
5 feet apart, is it? Anyway.
But you notice after kind of entering this place, this tavern, Bravo's kind of seemingly a little different. He seems like he's like distracted by something a little.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah, and then this massive dude with a just big swinging, just walking behind you.
No. Does he look concerned?
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his ear kind of twitches, and he kind of gives you a half smile, like awkwardly, like you know, and kind of acknowledging that Mug is not in the central tub.
Yeah.
But you don't really notice anything else.
Could be someone else. Maybe someone else will run into him. Why not just take a moment, huh?
I mean, why not?
You go to bathhouses often, Brelikk?
And we cut off that conversation.
No. I like Brelikk just does this.
Back to Khanek.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
There are not quite many opportunities back in Heritage for such amenities.
Amenities.
You guys don't have bathhouses out there?
The only water we got is from the nearby oceans. Nothing can be spared for any type of amenity, sadly.
I see. There. Something.
Something.
And we flip to Kev. Kev,
Yeah.
you can hear.
More depressing.
We gotta do the whole round. So Kev,
This
you're
is
kind
where
of
the women
you're
are.
kind of below the
Who
bathhouse.
decided to split the party?
You can hear the music kind of like, you know, very subtly above you. And you note that there's like, floating lights above the surface of this pillar of water. You're in your you're in your towel, and looks like there's kind of a rack to kind of like put your towel on, and then you just like you see bubbles rising, you know, in this pillar of water, as if like you enter the pillar and then it just rises you up to the surface of the bathhouse and in this tub.
All right, I'll hop in.
And you hang your towel and you just right in, and the bubbles just take you straight to the surface. And it's, you know, slow-ish. It's not like it like rockets you up there, but
Am I like drowning?
No, you're good. I mean, you take a breath before you,
in Minecraft,
presumably, yeah. The pillar is only like 15 feet probably, and it raises you up, kind of like a life jacket, and you come out the top into the upper Rookery suite bathtub, and you are immediately met with the kind of confused expressions of one sec, I gotta clean up the stream art. Here we go.
X.
Yeah, X. All naked men, naked men.
Literally. So many men.
So, sitting on kind of the two sides of the cusp of your, well, it's very misty, first of all, when you come up here, and you kind of, like, look around for a bit. It's kind of silhouette-y, and then the mist clears a bit on one side, and you see, two guys sitting on, the edge of the tub, 5 feet apart, and in the center of them, there's, they're both tabaxi, and sitting in between the two of them is a hooded tabaxi, kind of watching you intently after you surfaced from this water, and
We're looking for Mug, right? Not for these fucking assholes. Okay.
and you see one of them.
You already forgot the mission, Mike?
Yeah, he's getting distracted by all the naked dudes. The one of the ones kind of grabs a tube from hanging off the side of the tub, and he kind of takes a puff of these massive, you can see as he inhales, like these hookah pipes light up with like this blue energy, and then it dissipates as he lets out the smoke. And they don't say anything, they just kind of look at you, you know, awkwardly as you
like a nod.
You nod.
You know, and I walk in another direction.
Yeah, so you
trying to find a guy.
you turn in the other direction, and the mist clears on the other side of the tub. And
More images inbound.
yes. Gotta make sure I get all these.
Oh, he's putting the sensor bars on?
Gotta make sure they're Twitch safe.
Is that one with the cock? No? Alright, we're good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are they all men?
No. The two.
Are you sure about that?
So, you hear, well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in. And the mist clears, and you see this just absolutely stacked tabaxi sitting leaned back in the tub. He's the art in the center. You almost immediately recognize some kind of, you know, semblance to a fella that you met the night before. And he seems slightly smaller than that tabaxi, but much leaner in terms of, just getting rid of the extra fat. And he has his arms kind of wrapped around these two Arakakra ladies. He's just leaned back in the tub, super relaxed, taking a puff of a hookah pipe, and he kind of lets the smoke pour out of his lungs, pour out of his mouth, and the dancing lights of the bathhouse kind of glint off of a gold fang that flashes with a smile after he says his quippy one-liner.
The brown Arakakra is like, "You're so funny, Urjoto."
No.
This is why we don't have women.
You guys wanted this! You guys wanted this!
No, I didn't.
No, you can't turn this on us.
No, this ain't on us.
This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you find too much good art and you want to use it.
You got a problem?
Where's a
Will?
wad? Bring back the MILFs.
No, I like it. I'm just trying to find Mug, and I'm stuck in the worst bath apparently.
We've been waiting for you to stop by, boy. And we're gonna switch to Khanek. Outside of this absolute nonsense that's going on right now. Khanek, would you like to look for that bookstore?
Yes. Please.
Please.
I just want my books, please.
Go ahead and make an investigation search perception check. Are you gonna use your owl also can look with you, right? Doesn't he have an advantage? I don't know.
No, he has a
I don't
plus
know,
3.
but I'll have him look. Huzzah!
Yeah, so
It's the owl.
doesn't look like you've seen anything else other than
I
basic
turned.
books. Books for everyday readers.
No.
It's like you're looking around and you walked away from basic books and then like you just like looked up and you found yourself back in front of the store.
I'm not that stupid, am I? Come on, dog.
Hey man, your rolls say otherwise. I'm gonna keep it
Guess
real
you
with
should
you,
have used
Chief.
your portent roll for dick size.
This is why they let me use portents. Fine, I'll cut my
Yes,
losses.
Jack,
I'll
that's
go.
Exactly why.
I'll go back to the. Yeah, shut the fuck up, 3-incher. I'll go back to the. I'll go back to the. Okay. I'll go back to the children's store. Fine, I accept my fate. God, I see how this is. My character basically thinks, fucking fate, and then he.
All
the
roads
children's
lead to
store.
the children's bookstore.
Yeah. I was
Fucking
like,
fate as he looks down.
fuck, and I'll go to the children's store.
Okay, you open the door. There's a little ding 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 as you step in, and you hear a guy from behind the desk. Well, hi.
Oh
No, why?
no! Oh no! Oh no!
Welcome to
Fuck.
Basic Books. What you reading today?
Is he also
Please.
into Tabaxi?
Please tell me we have an image.
Yeah, 1 second.
I'm scared.
Who should be the bookstore weirdo?
Necromancy.
Check my folder.
Necromancy.
How to kill necromancers.
Oh my god.
It's just the skeleton running the store.
Yeah, it's just a fucking skeleton.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Skeletons. Send
And
shivers
shivers down my
down your
spine.
spine.
Anything on necromancy or how to kill necromancers or undead?
Oh shucks! Why would you want to read about any of that?
Oh, you know, the rising tide of undead. Best be prepared, you know.
Well, gee, I guess so. Let me see what I have in the back. And he leaves.
I'm gonna find a portrait of this
Yeah,
individual.
I'm looking. I'm trying to see.
He's got a
I'm
necromancy for dummies book.
trying to see if there's any kind of a portrait we've. Oh. Yeah, we'll just use this guy for now. Ooh. His art's actually kind of fucked up. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Please. It's fucked. Alright. Open to interpretation. Your imagination is boundless.
He's a big purple elephant in my. I don't know if.
Yeah, he's the
anyone
only
else is picturing
Loxodon ever. Hi! He emerges from the back room. Oh, gee, well, we don't really have anything on the topic of necromancy, but... And he kind of holds up 2 titles.
Dual Killer Strikes Again.
He holds up, one book, called Saeoth's Horde. And so he holds up 3 books. I'll just type out the titles. He's got Saeoth's, whoa, hello. Foundry's messing up. Horde.
Saeoth's Beginners to Necromancy. Necromancy and You 101.
What your necromancer says about you.
Body on necromancy.
Bring your parents back from the dead.
2
Not a
worlds.
good option.
So, they look like very, almost like simplified versions of much larger books. There's Saeoth's Horde, The Cataclysm, and 2 Worlds, are the 3 titles he picks out. It's like, you seem like the kind of guy who's more into the heavy reading.
Oh, how could
Heavy
you
reading.
guess?
I like your hat, friend. Very stylish. Doesn't really match the rest of the outfit, but I think
In my
it
head,
looks good.
my character thinks. Just take the compliment. Thank you. How much are these?
Well, they weren't on display. I could give any one of them to you for 3 gold.
I'll take all of them.
Oh, well, all right. He places the titles on the counter, and he kind of like sees you put the gold on the counter. He rips some of the stickers.
3 books?
Yeah, rips the stickers off of these titles, and he
God, they even have fresh seal stickers.
and he's like, and that's it. Now you can take them out of the store. Happy reading.
Were these magic seals?
You intuit that, yeah.
Holy shit. My God, why is there so much fucking security?
It doesn't seem to be like a crazy shop, but like these labels, they seem pretty like standard.
Why does this city have so much fucking security? These fucking assholes. All right, whatever. Yeah, I give him the 9 gold. I say my pleasantries and I go on my way. Fuck this city.
Tell your friends about me.
Oh, I sure will.
You step
Get
out.
21st century capitalism.
Step out into the world.
Damn you, God! As I look toward the sky. Damn you, fate.
What god is yeah, I was gonna say what god is Khanek referring to?
He merely uses God as an allegory toward the grander illusion of the... Anyway.
Very good.
Let's save ourselves some time.
Thank you, small child.
So, where would you want to decide to go from there, Khanek?
Oh, the safest place. Back into the house. I'm gonna go read these books back
To the Tattered Pelt.
Actually, are there any
Back.
are there any restaurants nearby?
Khanek's making a day out of it.
No, I mean, are there any like public spaces nearby that are like busy?
Yeah, there's kind of like a cafe that merges onto the street. You know, it's got
Go there.
it's got tables out in the front of the restaurant, and then also seating inside the restaurant. Seems rather happening.
Yeah, I'll go sit myself in the back of a cafe.
Okay, go ahead and make
Yep.
me a stealth check with advantage. Okay, so you go to sit down at a
I'll
table.
use my lucky on this.
Okay, you go to sit down at a table, and one of the attendants toward the front. So, excuse me, sir, you need to wait in line with the rest of the rabble. And he gestures to kind of just like a horde of people like waiting in line to get seated.
Holy fuck. Last you all. And lightning bolt. That's all it takes. And he's going back. He's going back to safety. Now fuck this. Going back to the.
Excuse me, sir. No hats on the premises. No hats. No service.
I could eat my asshole. No. Go back to the tavern. Fuck this guy. I leave. Also, I give him a middle finger as I'm leaving.
Well, I say.
That's right. Fuck you and not today, buddy.
All right, we'll hop to the rest of the party now.
I just love that Khanek basically got like commercialism. Just like he's at the only bookstore in town, and then he goes to the restaurant, and of course it's fucking busy. It's like no magic in this world whatsoever. It's just so bleak. Oh my god. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay. We're gonna switch it back to Alex and the group pools of the. Oh my god. Okay, Alex, you're wading through the group pool, and you continue to wade through the group pool, and as you're stepping forward, you let's see here.
Like how useful Lucky is? S plus to your face.
Jack's so salty. He's so salty.
I am salty about this. Why the fuck? Lucky's supposed to be the most broken feat. I guess you can't. Alright, good luck means shit. Probability and good luck means shit. S plus to your feet, my asshole. I'm changing my feet to a list.
Alex,
Fuck
you're
this.
wading through the mist, and as you're wading through the mist, you see a figure, a silhouette in the cusp of the mist as you step forward, who rivals the size of your own. And beneath this spout of water that appears to be shooting off one of the higher tubs is this absolute unit of a Loxodon bathing just underneath the shower, and he's completely nude. Just covered in hair, mammoth style, and you're not sure if it's his trunk, but he's got something hanging there.
I don't like anything
Harry,
as a
can
whole.
you reveal the
That's
picture of the
that's
dummy again?
more than a
Yeah.
D12, I think. What that guy's packing.
And as you pass by, his trunk gives you a little stroke.
Or his trunk.
Hey yo.
Gives the Warforged a
You just got
Alex
love
doesn't
sauce.
even. Alex doesn't even like.
Yeah.
Bro, you
just,
got
like
love
realize
sausage.
anything. He just
Oops,
keeps
sorry
waving
about
through.
that.
He just hit you with the love sausage.
And you continue turning away from this very hunky Loxodon, and
Oh my god.
With dreamy eyes, did I mention?
Stop.
you see like a very elaborate bird statue that's kind of, you feel like you're in the center of the group pools at this point, and you can't see to either end from where you are, but you see this large statue before you. Doesn't look like it's of an Arakaka, looks like it's of some exotic species here in Gale, perhaps. And could you make me a perception check as your laser eye kind of scans the statue?
Rats.
It's a nice statue. And you turn and you
Nice statue.
you turn and another rubber ducky bumps into you, turns over, and you see another ducky kind of floating away off to the side from you, still kind of keeping itself floating correctly. But the one that bumped you and flipped over, the previous one was C. This one is... Where am I? You.
Where am I?
See you
Yeah.
later.
This is fuck
Most Mike thing of all time.
Do you are you curious enough to flip the other rubber ducky, or are you or do you continue down the group pools looking for Mug?
I'll flip it on my way.
It's another you.
See you. All right.
Coom.
Boom.
Thank you, Matt.
You continue through. Roland, you have exited the commoner baths and walked past a very curious fella, and as you step forward, you actually realize you see an Arakaka preening in in the fountain baths. Looks like your commoner baths are actually connected to this in some way, and there's like a little signage that says the fountain, and then there's a sign like attached to one of the support beams of this building that points in another direction. It says Central Tub.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's essentially like the group one, right?
Yeah, it's where Brava and Brelikk went.
Okay.
And you know that Katsu was trying to get into the fountain, though you don't know if he did.
Okay.
And it's all silhouettes in there right now for you.
Well, then I'll head towards the fountain then, since maybe there's a chance, because I know they probably got into the other one, you know.
Go ahead. And as you're passing, kind of going around this fountain to see who is inside of it, to see if you can see Katsu, you make me a perception check as you kind of look into this fountain. You see some glints, perhaps.
20.
Some glinting pieces of metal. Yeah, so you see some glinting pieces of metal within this fountain, clearly kind of beneath the surface. But then you also see what looks like a silhouette of something hovering beneath the water. Like a fish or something. But you can't identify what it is exactly because it's in past the mist. And
I'd like to use divine sense.
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just scan the vicinity.
Your eyes
There's
illuminate.
celestials.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Go ping it for me so I can read the description.
Cheers.
Your divine sense will still go off. Well, yeah, I'll say this after I read it. Presence of evil. This is the most times I've ever seen divine sense used.
It's more often than the average campaign.
Yeah, you know the type.
The divine schnapps.
So your eyes hum this holy light, and the silhouette beneath the water disappears, like it swims off quickly, as if it notices you noticing it, and you do not register any kind of celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
How big is this fountain? Like, how far could it have gone?
You kind of have to like walk around this thing. We could say it's like Buckingham Fountain big.
Okay. But it's like, is it like steamy in here, so it's kind of like hard to see from one side to the others?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you approach the different people, you note the Arakakra, the general demographic of Arakakra within this space.
Let's see.
Say these are the guys in the tub. With
I mean,
with
I
you,
guess
Katsu.
I'll walk the perimeter, and I won't use any abilities because it seems like it scared it. But I'll just keep my eyes open. For one, obviously the people we're looking for, maybe anyone from the tavern who would also know Mog. Or Mug. Yeah, I just want to do I want to do a walk. I want to do a round.
Yeah. You do so.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Katsu, you're giving yourself a little rub down, and you're sneaking some gold and some silver. Say you find 15 silver pieces.
All right.
And 12 gold pieces, whatever, just to change the number up. And could you make me another stealth check for kind of the ending of this looting fest? Whoo! Yeah, you're
All
good.
right.
You just pocket it all, kind of
Spicy.
cover it with your towel, and you're good. And
I wedged them between my Franken beans.
you slide it up your ass. Your Franken beans. Right under the scales of each of you just like slide little coins up there.
It's like a little
little coin slot.
little coin slot under the scales.
And
I
go ahead.
After I pocket those and I feel content with the amount I picked up, I clear my throat. Mug. Shout. I'm looking for a half-orc named Mug.
And again, if the art is not flashed up, you see an Arakakra look over to you from his side of the fountain. He's like, "From the Tattered Pelt."
I look over. That's the one.
Haven't seen him.
I just look at I shout again. Has anyone else?
No one seems to reply immediately. But as you say this, you hear like a grunt from behind the mist again, and some of it clears. Some of it clears, and you see this very large, fat, sweaty old man sitting on a bench, not in the fountain at all, but looking at the fountain.
Why do we have ugly bastards? No.
And
Yeah.
the gruff, fat, sweaty old man gives you like a partially toothy grin as a glint of light comes off the coin sitting on his thumb as he ting flicks it into the fountain next to you. You feel the intense urge to not want to pick it up anymore.
Smacks his gullet together.
Jeez. Bastard, G.
I can see if there's an opportunity when he's not looking. Otherwise, if he's just staring at it, I won't pick it up.
He's staring at you in particular.
Okay. I just kind of wade through the water towards the exit. I'm pretty confident Mug isn't in here. I've done my.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
did
his due diligence.
You did not see him in the fountain. You feel confident in that. And as you're stepping out, you kind of step into Rolland, as he's stepping past the fountain, and you two kind of meet. And Rolland looks like he's doing some rounds.
I'm quite carved up without my shirt on.
You're what?
Scarred.
Yeah, scarred up, both
Oh.
chiseled and scarred.
Chiseled.
How chiseled?
You want to take a wheel?
Oh. We switch to Brelikk. Yes, Brelikk and Brava sitting in
Yes.
in the central tub. Brelikk, you have kind of been listening to the idle chatter throughout to see if you can like maybe pick out Moog's voice. He sounds like this. He's pretty optimistic guy. So you kind of train your ears against your surroundings and make a perception check.
Can I do it with advantage since I've been in here for a hot minute, or?
Sure. It has been a hot minute for sure.
Man, what I roll. I need. Cool.
You are so bad. Just from across the top.
No.
That's all
Not
you
as
hear.
bad as you.
I look to Brava. I do not think Mug is here. I think we should go back now.
After you say this to Brava, he kind of is like you see your twitch again, and then like it's almost like he focuses on you again. Almost like
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am fine.
Is Mug here?
Yeah, he should be.
I want to insight roll this. God damn it.
The rolls have been killer tonight, gentlemen.
Oh, baby.
You guys are just being subjected to just
The cruel reality of the world.
Regardless,
yeah.
we should turn back.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should just wait for Mug to resurface. We don't want to,
Well, I don't think he's in this tub room. I think he's in another room. That's what I mean.
Says
Oh.
you.
I don't think we should stay in this room for much longer. I
you
think we
uncomfortable?
should go now.
Okay.
Me? No. I just think that pressing issues are to find Mug, clearly. Alex is clearly disturbed by it. So I think we should get going on that. And I get up to go.
Yeah, I'll follow you. Just, yeah.
He just seems like he's like glancing around behind him as he's getting up.
So fucking pissed about that insight roll.
No.
You know how many
Brava-
advantage and lucky rolls I've missed?
Don't want to hear it.
Well, you're gonna hear about it, bitch.
Nope.
No,
Bitch.
my
Not
dice
gonna
rolls
hear
are
it.
worse. My dice
Not
rolls
gonna
are
hear
worse.
Yeah.
Consistently,
I'm the
consist-
victim. Okay, I'm the
consistently
victim.
online.
guys.
I've
Skylar.
always, consistently online. I've
I
always rolled poorly, Jack.
am the
Okay.
Oh yeah, I knew another guy whose name was the Dice God. That also happened to.
Who's the dice god?
A man who rolls nat 20s in real life but can only roll normal rolls online.
Who?
Is this
What
a
a man.
jab at
It's a
someone?
Michael. It's a Michael. Maybe.
I thought Michael only rolled nat 20s online.
No, not if he's forced
No,
to
just
use
ever.
the chat.
Actually, yeah.
He would roll
Hmm.
he would roll with his on his desk. Sometimes you wouldn't even hear the dice. That's how good a roller he
Got
was.
you.
He was so quick on the
Wow.
draw. He could roll before the DM even asked.
Go ahead. Target me, DM. Do it. Okay?
Very
Would you
good.
please make a wisdom save? Natural 20.
Throughout the entire campaign, he only had 2 rolls under a 10.
Will, did you ever find the spreadsheet?
Yeah, I found it actually.
Oh my god, I need that
Like,
shit.
did no one see these rolls?
No, we saw
We
them.
all knew it was bullshit, but we're like, man,
Well,
if
you
you're
know
gonna
how like
cheat
you know how like
D&D,
kids will like pretend to hide, and then you're an adult. You're like, I should let the kid like do what they want. That's kind of how.
Like I have a dice mat and I just roll on there and everything and just everyone can see it.
Dice
I don't know.
cams. Dice cams.
I'm down to have a dice cam at this point compared to rolling online.
Brelikk, you stand to leave, and you kind of begin to wade out of the central tub. And you saw Brava stand, but you don't immediately hear him behind you. And yeah, he just seems like hesitant to leave the tub for some reason.
Can I make another insight roll? Because of like this huge hesitancy and this weird looking around and whatnot.
I would say so.
Okay.
You just see his ear twitch again, and he's kind of like looking back again at the corner he was sitting in. You leave the tub.
Like so the corner he's in is is it just the wall or like
it looks
is there like a
it's-
walkway behind him?
So, yeah, it's the wall of the tub. But then you notice it's like the crease in the wall. The wall of the tub gets a lot higher right at the crease, and it looks like it leads up to like or it doesn't lead up. It's like a wall, so there's no stairs leading up there, but you do realize that there's chatter coming from the higher wall. Seems like there might be another tub that's kind of higher than the central tub, but still kind of attached. And Brava appears to be looking back toward that. You see, when you look up there, silhouettes through the mist kind of sitting along the top of the tub, the top wall of the tub.
I look at Brava and I just straight up go, "What do you hear?"
Huh? Just a couple bickering, across the tub. They're quite
No,
loud.
I mean above you.
Stop it!
God damn it.
Oh, I think it's looks to be someone from the the suites are up there, I think. So, must be some bigwig conversations going on.
You seem quite intent on listening to that conversation up above. Should we go and see Kev who's up there?
Oh, is Kev up there?
Yeah, Kev went up there by
Oh.
himself. He's all alone up there.
I see.
And at that note, we switch to Kev. He's all alone up there. Flash to Kev. He's just in the middle of the tub before this dude who's like this.
How high is the water, by the way? I'm standing
It's up to
anyway.
your shoulders. It's
Oh,
almost like
oh,
it's
wow.
just it's just keeping you afloat. But you can like there's like underwater benches along the edge of the tub, you know, that you can like hoist yourself onto and then sit. Which is how the large guy is sitting along with his Aarakocra
Whammon.
And the other 3 on the other side of the tub are actually sitting on the wall itself, so like only their legs are in the tub. So he left off with saying, "We've been waiting for you to stop by, boy."
I kind of look behind me.
I'm talking to you.
Do I know you?
Nah, but I know you. You're part of that gang took that dirt nap outside the halls, ain't you? Faithful few, I'm told. And he reaches, grabs what looks like a newspaper, and he tosses it into the tub, and it floats across to you.
He said the name of the campaign.
And it drifts, and along the front headline of the paper says, "Faithful few, back from the dead."
No.
Yes.
Why are we already known?
Oh,
You don't know.
no.
God.
And the paper is quickly getting disillusioned and difficult to read by the water that is, you know, spreading its ink and stuff like that.
Man,
Why
could you
are we
imagine if
all
they had
random?
pictures?
I'd actually be able to read it.
You're
Yeah,
that
I'm-
satyr fellow.
I'm one of the members. Not the leader, though. That guy, he's downstairs.
Downstairs. Now I know you're lying to me, boy.
I'm really not. He's in the other pool.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Do we have a portrait?
Yeah. Let me flash it up again, sorry.
Or is it upstairs? Oh, okay, I don't know.
On the other floor.
Yeah, this is the guy talking.
Oh, okay.
There's the white Aarakocra on his right arm,
Yeah.
and he's like, and she's like,
No.
Oh, what does she have to say?
Don't lie to Mr. Midden, sweetheart.
oh my
Why did hey, why does she sound like that? Hey, yo.
Mike, what's up?
Bro, I know you're not doing this right now.
Why would you do this to us?
What's wrong with you?
That's right. They call me Mr. Mittens.
Nah, I don't like that one bit.
Mike, ask why they call him Mr. Mitten.
And these birds
Quick.
here, they're Doma and Reyes. Why don't you say hi to our guest, ladies?
Hi.
Hi.
Jesus. Bro, no, that is so gross.
Hey.
No, why?
That must make you Kev.
Hello there.
So
It's
you
Fedora.
say you ain't the leader.
Oh no, I'm not the leader.
Well, see,
Doesn't look like much like one.
You'll be swimming with the fishies.
now,
I can smell you.
now, Riss. Appearances can be deceiving. While Kev here may not be the leader of his proclaimed group, he is the one who's willing to pay. And that's the one I want to talk to.
Dude, it's sweet right now.
I didn't actually pay. Will paid for it.
That's so true.
Can I start making my way to the suite?
Well,
Well, didn't account for altruism.
do you want to just abandon your task in the group pool?
No, I'm in the shit pub.
You're so smart, Joto.
No.
Please, John.
God, why are you doing this to us?
Because it's hilarious.
What have we done to you to deserve this?
You can never make me play a woman ever again. This is the lesson for today.
Just be normal. Just be a person.
Just be normal.
No.
Please, God, why?
Oh.
What have we done to deserve this?
The only two out of all the women we've met in this campaign. That's
I should have never made fun of your women character as a wad. I'm sorry.
We
I
was
regret everything.
planning to get in contact with y'all. Hadn't realized you was staying in town at that half-orc trash heap.
Whoa, trash heap. You guys take that.
That's
back.
what I'm saying.
That's our spot.
Yeah, that's
trash heap.
You know
an
why.
alright bar.
Clearly you're new in town. You know why I wanted to talk to y'all, don't you?
No.
No.
I really
No
don't.
fucking idea.
Who are you? How'd you get invited?
Who are you?
I don't know.
You see, I think you and my brother got off on the wrong paw.
I think now in Kev's mind, he's finally put together. Oh
Yeah.
shit! This is this guy.
Yeah.
He could have just said foot. It would have worked the same.
No, Will. It wouldn't know. You will suffer through this.
No.
You will take the pun.
No.
This is
No.
Punville.
I'm just waiting.
So many puns.
I just wait for him to go me.
We
Yeah.
don't deserve this.
Yeah.
We don't deserve this punishment.
And since y'all new in town, you still gotta be educated on the natural order here in Gale.
Okay.
So
Why
let
don't
me
we
do
find
just
Cover
that.
your asshole.
Let me clue you in. Omaha, my brother, you best know him as Mr. Bear. He went into your establishment last night, and
Our establishment.
when he came out, well, we both know, don't we?
The motherfucker came out in
Kevin
pieces.
Spacey.
He came out in pieces.
Does he not know his brother is literally like a piece of
Yeah.
fur on
He
the wall
knows.
now?
He knows.
You get the
gonna be on
feeling
his
that he
fucking
knows.
Oh, well, that's good.
He
At least
doesn't
we don't
know.
have to break Bad news.
We
He
can
came out
reunite them.
in
We can have two
goddamn
fucking bear
pieces,
rugs in front of our fireplace.
I understand.
Should have been a warning.
I understand. You're just
Hey,
trying
yes,
to like
sir.
appease this man. You see, Omaha's the right paw, and I'm the left. The cat running this whole shindig's called Nine Lives, and he doesn't take kindly to strangers like you
I hate that.
mucking.
No
around
one at
in his
all.
business. doesn't take too kindly to folks like you mucking around his business. But lucky for you, Nine Lives ain't in town. He's off on a business venture in Haven. So now I'm here to pick up the pieces.
Okay.
He takes a pause, puts a hookah pipe to his, a hookah tube to his mouth, and as his barrel chest heaves up and then down, letting the smoke pour out. Can you guess why I'm up here in the rookery tub?
You spent 10 gold. Whoopee.
So you have the money, sir?
That's right. But like I said, so do you. I wanted to talk to the man
You had
who's
10
willing
gold
to
bars.
pay.
Oh, yeah, very willing.
God damn it! Really?
Talk to me then, Mike. Let him talk to me. I'll fucking
And
beat
so
his
here's
ass.
my
Can't talk.
offer.
Exactly.
Literally,
I'll beat
I was
his
about to go up there
25
too.
large for the diamond we used to bring back Omaha.
Oh, they rezzed him?
How much?
Oh,
Sorry,
they
I
rezzed him.
couldn't hear.
25
Let's
large
kill him again, guys.
for the diamond
Oh.
we used to bring back Omaha.
Okay.
Let's call it an even 30 to account for the pain and suffering you caused. And the
How
lives
painful was that
This
resurrection?
motherfucker
I
is gonna
wonder?
be Darth Vader the cat. He's like skin. He's
Dude,
skin.
it's gonna be awesome though. That's
He's
kinda
got
cool.
no skin. He's a hairless cat now, and he's gonna like show up. He's gonna be wearing like a suit. He's gonna be half like cat, half cyborg. He's gonna go to that weird cyborg guy. And he's gonna make him into a fucking robot.
Hey, that's kind of cool. We have to fight Cybercat. Like, let's do this shit.
Much
I already
to
took
your
away the ventilating lungs.
misfortune, Omaha ain't dead. And if you ever want to see your boy mug again, you ought to pay up.
Okay, we'll do.
Kev's a bitch. Got it.
He looks at you, kind of expressionless. You got the money, don't you?
Nah, not with me. My clothes.
Can you make me a deception check?
Well,
You're
I
undressed,
currently
right?
don't have anything on me, right? I don't
Yeah,
have
you
clothes
don't.
on.
Yeah.
About the money, like the total
About the
itself.
money, yeah.
Oh, okay. Deception?
Where's the money? Where's the money, Lebowski?
25 big ones means 25,000.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Yes.
These rolls tonight.
My bad. You get the feeling that he's not buying it. If you don't have the money, then we have a problem. You get me?
Yes, sir. I understand.
If you cannot provide
Yes,
what
sir.
we
I understand.
need,
What the fuck?
then you're gonna have to go get it. Catch my meaning.
Yeah, I can do that, Mr. Mittens.
I find your tone rather respectful. You caught me in a good mood, Kev. He'll say, I won't have Miguel Jodara here put you up in a sphere and keep you like we kept Mug. But if you're not gonna... Well, actually, can you make a persuasion check as to when he said you're gonna have to go get it for him? Ooh. And then to
Hey,
that,
Kev.
he'll say, I find your tone rather respectful. And then he says, I won't have Jodara here put you up in a watery sphere and suffer the same fate as Mug did. But I will allow you the chance to get on out of here. Get on out of this here tub. Get a... Kind of raises his arm out from over one of the Aarakocra ladies, checking like a non-existent wristwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Give you about a 30-second head start.
Run, Kev, run.
Guys, we gotta kill more of these assholes. Let's go.
You're not there, Khanek.
I know.
You have no
But-
idea what's happening.
30 seconds,
They
Kev.
come back.
Go.
Yeah.
You feel like it's like a fight or flight response. Your flight response is kicking on with this guy right now.
I cast. Is there like a ledge that I can like walk on, or is it all just a big fucking pool?
Yeah, you can.
John's got an actual timer out.
You can step onto the bathtub bench and then onto the bathtub wall.
Okay, I step out of the water, cast greater invisibility, and leave.
That is so
And
hilarious.
you cast greater invisibility, and the last expression you see on Urjoto's face is him flashing that gold fang and like a low growl coming from behind the mist as his eyes are like the last thing to disappear behind the silhouette. Kev, you step out. Do you look for anyone, or are you just booking it out of the bathhouse?
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you don't know where you are in the bathhouse. Could you make me, like, a, like, now that you're out and about, let's say a survival check to see if you can figure out where you're going. And the music feels like it builds as Kev, like, frantically looks around. What'd you get? 9. Yeah, so you are immediately unable to find any signage that points you in the direction of out of the bathhouse. But you do step off the top tub, and you fall into one of the pools below. And Alex, you hear a sploosh behind you.
I look behind me.
You see nothing.
I continue walking.
That's perfect.
Will Kev interact with Alex or just
We're-
run past him?
We're switching to Alex now.
Kept drowning.
No, doesn't seem like it. Alex, as you step through this edge of the tub, you see a fella sitting on the bench in front of you, and looks like he's got almost like a black-gray fur. He's got adorned jewelry all over him. Looks like a seemingly well-traveled individual. He sits on one of the benches, and he kind of postures up when you approach, or as you approach. And there's two more rubber duckies kind of floating around, and the sploosh has kind of pushed a wave of them kind of into the vicinity of this tabaxi. You are, at this point, at the other edge of the group pools. Make me a perception check.
God damn.
The rolls tonight
What's
are
it?
just
I rolled a
not
1
it.
and a 2.
Not it, bro.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You would kind of scan across. You'd see this tabaxi fellow, and you scanning along kind of the wall benches, and you see a couple more tabaxi kind of hanging out, as well as a couple Arakakra. And from one of the above pillars behind, it's almost like a top shelf to the bathhouse over. It's like right before the ceiling, there's a shelf, and you see like a silhouette in the mist dip back behind the shelf. So it's kind of like above you, up in the corner of the ceiling. This silhouette disappears, and we'll say your sensors detect danger.
All right. Where's Maug? Where's my boy?
You haven't seen him at all. And Kev, as far as you know, Mug is dead. But
when I landed down there, I would try to get Ale's attention.
okay, you run up, and greater invisibility doesn't get interrupted if you perform actions. So you touch him, and Alex, you
I'll
feel
tug
this,
on him.
and
Yo, Ale, we gotta go.
you look, and there's nothing there, but you hear Kev, and you feel Kev, and you know he's there.
I kind of just look down at where I think you should be, but he's not there. And I kind of I hold the cloth.
He's dead, buddy. We gotta go.
When you say he's dead, Alex's light, his eye light, goes blank, and he shuts down.
Oh my
No.
God.
Powering down.
Life deleted.
And we switch over to
Mike, you cannot say that to essentially a child.
we switch it over to Rolland and Katsu as you both are looking to the signage. There's one to the central tub, and then there's one to the group pools. Which one do you go to?
Us?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I
let's
was
go.
at the fountain, so I'll go to the group pools.
Yeah.
Unless they say otherwise.
Okay.
I say, we're not gonna have to pay to go to the other, right?
Say
Can't we have someone else walk us through?
I think it's like a
we go.
movie theater. Once you're past the gate, you don't really pay attention.
It's just some tickets are more expensive than others.
I don't know if there's any kind of enforcement, against this.
Yeah, I go up to the group pool, see if I can get through.
Okay. As you're walking in, you see an old guy, completely nude, walking out. And he gives you a look as he steps out. Just very wrinkly balls. Super saggy, almost to the floor.
I don't. Almost to the floor. Okay, I do look at him.
What way you going, Sonny? And he's like shuffling through like some puddles on the floor, and then we jump quickly to Brelikk and Brava. Brelikk, you see Brava's expression kind of change in the moment that you're looking at him, and it's like his ears both just kind of go down flat, like he's kind of spooked by something, and you see an expression of worry, and then you hear a booming voice come from over the top level tub. Lights out! And
I am sorry, Brelikk.
What the fuck?
and
You're a good man.
in various places throughout the bathhouse, silhouettes emerge, and we will start the next session rolling initiative.
Alright.
I was gonna say Brelikk would rage.
Yeah. You fucking bastard! We trusted you!
I came back. What happened?
They just turned out the lights.
We're fighting at the bathhouse.
Or
No, I
Johto
know.
from the top level said, "Lights out!" And then all of the silhouettes are now coming out. Say again?
Who was the traitor? Who was the traitor?
Brava.
Bravo.
I don't think he was ever really on our side. He seems like he
think
was in the
you
position where
don't
he knows
know.
where he falls in the
No,
system.
I think it was he wasn't actually betraying. It was more like he was forced into it. I don't think he's enjoying any of
Right.
it.
I don't think it's even like he's forced to do it. It just seems like one of those things where he's like, man, I know how things work here, and like these guys will fucking murder me if I do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna help. I don't think he's like betraying us. I don't think he's gonna help us.
Let's go ahead and look at it.
Let's kill him as well, anyways.
Let's kill him just to be sure. So
I'm not gonna kill Bravo.
the session would end with the various
you're-
silhouettes popping out in all places of the bathhouse. Like one guy's like
Wow.
popping out of the commoner baths, like crawling out of like an empty bath, and one dude's like peering up from the fountains, and then another guy's like coming down from the top shelf of the group pools. And it's just a whole lot of black cats and a whole lot of brandished knives and silhouettes in the mist of the very limited vision of the bathhouse.
man.
You feel like this is
Oh, you
about to
guys-
be a very short-sighted combat.
Well, you guys take on this group of enemies. I'm gonna be expanding
Reading.
my knowledge.
I'll be reading.
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'll be expanding my knowledge.
to think
You might,
about
you
how
might
this
just
works.
want to come
I'll be
back in
gaining-
later, Jack, in the session, so you're just sitting around.
Yeah.
I'll be gaining XP with
Knowledge.
book reading.
Knowledge.
Fools.
What are these 3 books again? 3 books.
Um,
Saeoth's Horde, The Cataclysm, and 2 Worlds. Bro, this banger. I'm gonna learn so much lore. Banger. For sure.
yeah. I will.
That's true.
I will
Learn
assign
lore.
those to you. I actually have 2 of them right now, so I'll just assign them to you. I'll assign one to you now, and then one next. No, I'll just save them for next session, so then you can have something to read for and interpret during. the
Man, this
session.
sucks. I really want to be here for this combat next week.
Are you not?
I'm not gonna be here next week.
Damn. Well, if Khanek's also not here, and you're not gonna be here player-wise, we might postpone, or maybe there's a day that works better for you, or one that works for everyone next week.
Yeah, like next week
Maybe.
on the 4th, I'm doing a family trip to Colorado. So
Okay.
from the 4th to the 8th.
Okay.
Ooh, what about the Friday, the 3rd?
I should be free Friday.
Poggers.
Okay.
Everyone loves a good old Friday session. Am I right?
Here, can you
William?
flash the picture of the guy I met in the commons again?
William, you love Friday sessions, don't you, buddy?
Yeah, the
The
tabaxi.
human man.
Oh.
No, you said it was a human man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
you want
know-
to
we
want
know
to see
you-
that
you
guy
lo-
again, buddy?
Yeah, I accidentally closed it.
You love Friday sessions.
Okay.
Hey, if he's gonna hit on me, I might as well see him.
Speaking of guys and hitting on you, you can
Next week sometime, maybe on a different day. The VOD will be up on YouTube regardless. So, see you then.